What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? It's episode 142. I hope I got that right. Of the Barz and Shotz Podcast. You got myself, Flaw 700. You got Ant, the Great One. You got DJ Big J. And you got Jarrell. What's going on, fellas?
What up, what up, what up?
Special guest DJ Big J.
Not with the echoes.
Hey, what happened to the purple lighting? I see Jay coming in with the energy, Ant coming in with the energy. Jarrell used to come in with the energy. When did you stop that? Or did I just, am I bugging? Like, you've been stopped with the light. The light. Remember you used to have the light?
What light?
Still use your ring light, bro? It ain't colored, though. It ain't
I thought you had a colorful back. Like, you used to come in purple. Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah. I still got a light, and I got a new light right there. I just ain't show it on to the world yet. You know
Listen, man, he acting brand new on you assholes.
Hold on, man. Don't talk.
First of all, don't guest star on our podcast.
I know, right, man? Ain't nobody asked you to talk, man.
Listen, I'm gonna do what the fuck I do.
Guest, bro.
Hey, yo.
Act like a guest, bro.
Hey, have you chocolate monkeys added this to your
Jesus.
your channel?
Chocolate
Fucking
monkeys.
Bitch.
God.
How's everybody's mental health this Sunday afternoon?
My mental health is immaculate.
The Raiders gonna lose today, so I'm doing real good.
I need that energy. I need that hate. You get what I'm saying?
Motherfucker.
Salute
Chiefs
rolling in
are
the
right
chat,
up.
man. Salute rolling.
Chiefs are already up 7-0, and the game just started 30 seconds ago.
They ain't playing, bro. They not playing, bro. They not
It
playing.
happens, bro.
Hey, yo,
Fuck
I
outta
ain't gonna
here.
front. I'm watching the
We got
Knicks
time.
get blasted, and the Giants probably lose today, too.
Oh, no, y'all ain't got time. It's over.
What you mean? Bitch, the game just started.
The nigga said it's over, bitch.
This is what
We
you
ain't
signed up
getting
for.
our
Just
groove yet.
started.
This is
The
what you
whole
signed up
58
for
minutes
today.
left in the game. That's over.
Whole
It's
58
over, bro. It was over when them niggas suited up this morning, bro.
Damn.
I'm in a good mood. You lucky. I'm in a good groove. You know,
Salute the rolling in the chat. What's good, baby? Bubba.
rolling what's
Yeah,
happening,
man.
player.
So
We got a lot.
hey,
We got a lot to get through this week, fam.
Yeah,
A whole
this,
lot.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
this weather's type crazy. Still put your overcoats on because you never know. But we could definitely get there, man. I guess the news of the week is this huge concert, this benefit show, this whatever.
Well, hold on, yeah, let me we gotta do a RIP. Let me do the RIP first before I get it out the way because I don't want to forget
Oh yeah,
it,
before
man.
we forget, yeah, man.
Rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas, man, wide receiver for the Denver Broncos. Well, former wide receiver. He just retired a few years ago,
Damn,
but he was
young
only
boy.
30. He was only 33 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, man. They said that he was suffering from. So this hit home to me due to my daughter's recent seizures. He's been having seizures for the last year, so it's not like seizures.
Right.
Shut. What the fuck is you? So it's not like seizures have been a thing of his. He just started having them this year, and a family member was trying to get in touch with him, and they couldn't. So they sent the driver in, and the driver allegedly found him. In the shower or whatever. So he said he had a seizure. He was just taking a shower. It's the craziest thing, fam.
Yep.
You know, he probably could hit his head or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's always the scary part about seizures is they can actually, I guess, they can actually come to you any time of your life and it can happen at any time of the day.
Right.
A lot of times they say, hey, watch for the lights, watch for this flashing lights, but who knows, anything can trigger a seizure. And when they come out of nowhere, depending on what you're doing, depending on who's around and who can help you. But yeah, that's
Man. They said he started getting seizures after he was in a car accident like a year ago.
Yeah,
Damn, so it wasn't even football. Damn.
It wasn't even football related, and it was after he stopped playing.
R.I.P. my man Chris. I heard that's how he passed.
From Chris Cross?
Nah, huh?
You said Chris. The only Chris I knew passed something like this is Chris Cross. So.
Nah, my man Chris. He's local. He Clark
your
Kent
man.
on Clark Kent on Facebook. Already passed away from a seizure playing ball.
Shout out to Mike Doc too, man. He just got popped up out here in the Wolves section. I know they ain't had nothing to do with that, but it's my guy. He just got hit down 280 or whatever. I think he was down 280.
Yeah,
I
man.
seen
Let's
that.
get all this negative juju.
Nah, we gotta get it out
the
now.
way.
Shit,
Nah,
yeah.
Get it out the way.
Yeah. And also rest in peace to Kanye's chances at Versus. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Wow.
Go ahead.
rest in peace to his chances.
About to
Go
say,
ahead.
what you saying?
ahead.
After this, he too big for it.
Go ahead, bro. We gonna talk about it.
Okay.
I mean, any
All right.
more sentimental shit y'all want to get into? My mental health is good, y'all. I'm good. Still married, man.
Mhm.
I hope so. Congratulations again.
Y'all want to talk about before we get into the new shit? Man, we talked about verses last week, so y'all want to talk about the busy this shit Busy said?
I ain't even look at that shit, bro.
Real quick.
Nigga, you
Yes.
was served on stage. Chill.
All right, get this out the way too.
Flaw, you there, Flaw?
I'm there.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Bizzy,
that part.
yeah, Bizzy
Bizzy.
Bone insinuates versus was unfair because it was Bone versus 3-6. It wasn't Bone versus 3-6 versus. It was Bone versus the entire rap industry versus. The battle rap they battled Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa, Project Pat, 8 Ball MJG, Little Flip, Young Buck, strippers, dollar bills, and even actor Terrence Howard.
Yo, I gotta agree with that, bro. And I have to agree.
the fuck out.
Listen, I know we don't have no problem
Fair.
with the shortcomings over there. You feel me? We don't have no problem with that. But come on, bro.
Man,
Terrence Howard,
that is
nigga.
not my problem
Come
over
on,
there.
bro. Listen,
That's Howard, man.
Listen, bro. I knew.
And he
when I-
said the strippers and dollar bills, fam. He lost to them.
Kinda.
Lost to
Nah,
them too, man.
Kinda. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew that this versus ain't really have the star power like all the other verses did, and they was gonna have to do something to make up for that. And they kind of did with all these guest appearances, i.e. Lil Wayne, who we thought was gonna, you know what I mean?
I'm saying it's not like they didn't bring out Little John right after Lil Wayne.
And Chameleonaire. And
Chameleonaire. And I'm saying they had their little
They
guest
had
spots
two
too.
people. They couldn't bring Mariah out.
First off,
They
because
couldn't bring Biggie.
right. That's their shortcoming.
They could not.
Mariah was not coming.
Yo, that's
Shortcomings.
sick. Yo, that's
Shortcomings,
sick.
man.
He couldn't bring out Biggie.
No, they couldn't.
Can't bring out Biggie. Can't bring out
Man,
Pop.
ain't no seances on the stage. You know
But
what I mean?
here's the
Get
thing,
the fuck
though.
out of here.
They
Here's
should have
the
just
thing,
let the
though,
whole
right?
Big verse rock.
No
Go ahead.
Armed and Dangerous.
But here's the thing, though, right? If Pac and Big was alive and Mariah was available, they
They
would have
still wouldn't have been there.
They wouldn't have been there either.
No. But I'm saying they would have attempted it, though. Okay, to put it like that, though.
Oh, they would have reached out like, yo,
They
come
reached
through.
out. So just because your collabs are more
Can
of
you
a
imagine how big
collab,
Tupac would be right now?
But they
How
was in
big
LA though.
Tupac would be? I don't give a fuck. That's so what?
but they was in LA though.
So
Bro,
what?
they
So
ain't-
what?
3-6 ain't had to do them how they did them though, bro. They brought hella people out though. That is kind of crazy though, bro. They brought mad people out, bro, and Lil Wayne. Like, that's crazy.
But my thing with that is though, the songs
a
are
shame.
the songs. Now I do say this though. Terrence Howard coming out was the nail in the coffin. That
Yeah,
was
that's kinda-
the
I'm
only feature.
saying, man.
Kind of nuts, man.
That was
Hey,
the
yo.
only feature where I was like, oh, that's
but
so
and he rapped for real though. It's not like he just stood there and let the track go. Like he was
Yeah,
rapping
he
for
was-
real.
Oh, he in the shape. Oh, so he in shape.
Yeah, he was in shape.
Okay.
but
Didn't he have cornrows, yo? I didn't dream that.
Yeah, he
right?
did.
And he got his hair cornrow for it.
Okay.
but I'll say that the
It
songs
wasn't Lucius Lyon up there, bro.
Yeah.
That was the man up there.
Oh, okay.
I just think that the songs are still the songs. Like we're happy to see 8 Ball and MJG, but you didn't lose that round or probably lose verses because
They was there.
Young Buck came out. Like he's not a deciding factor in a win. You get what I'm saying?
He was one of them though, bro. When Stay Fly
Yo,
came out,
that
and Buck
was
came
dope,
out and did
though.
his joint, bro.
It
I'm
was
like,
dope,
"Ah."
but the song is still the song. They,
Hey, yo,
they could
matter
have
of
cut
Still
it
the
off.
song.
Hold on though. I can argue that State Fly beat all of their 20 songs over there, except for like Crossroads.
And Notorious Thugs. It didn't beat that for me.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
beat that. That's a bigger song than that though.
I know it's a bigger song, but I like Notorious Thugs.
Oh no, I'm not talking about personal shit. I'm just talking about what's big
yes.
over there.
Oh yes, yes.
I'm just talking about what's big over there.
way
That's
hit,
all.
way bigger hit.
But yeah, I put
Absolutely.
on Notorious Thugs over anything that was on stage the whole night.
Was this nigga high?
Because of
Like,
Biggie or Bone Thug?
Oh, Biggie.
Bone Thugs did they thing though too.
But they
bro.
did they thing,
We
especially
mumble along
Bizzy.
till we mumble along till we know the word, bro. Like,
Yeah,
come
Busy
on.
killed that.
Exactly, nigga. Don't act like you don't mumble it. That's all that mattered.
Yeah, that's all. Man.
And also the power of that Bone and Biggie record. That was actually a diss record that Bizzy actually spit at Bone Thugs. 666 something he said in there, and 3-6 thought that was a diss. Either it was or it wasn't, but 666 mean that devil stuff, so they just might have been like, we ain't with that devil stuff. That's necessarily mean we talking about 3-6 Mafia, but allegedly that was one of the shots that was allegedly took. So if we want to say that Gucci Mane performed his diss record at Jeezy, we can also say that Bone Thugs stood on stage and performed their diss records, which I think is dope.
Oh, and
But-
plus, if we're talking about personal songs, Thug Love might be my second, and that's their song too. But it's Tupac and the gunshot and the beat. So
Yo, every time I hear Thug Love, I think the Gangsta Delicious, bro. But that's not even here nor there.
Who's Gangsta Delicious?
from the Boondocks.
From the Boondocks, man.
Oh yeah, I watch the Boondocks.
Every time I hear Thug Love, that's the first shit I go to, bro.
Wait.
The term Thug Love.
No. Did you say you did not see the Boondocks? Like
I
at
never
all?
watched them.
Never
Let
watched
it
it.
go.
Man,
Just let it go.
your young adulthood.
Yeah,
suck,
we learn
yo.
something crazy every week. Like
Your
yo,
young adulthood
your
suck.
closet is nuts with the crazy shit in it.
Mm.
Every week,
listen.
some fly out of your fucking closet that be like,
Bruh,
bro, what are you
bruh.
talking about?
Bro, let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, we
How you you never seen them?
Let it go.
Yo, I'm upset right now. How you never seen the
I don't know
Boondocks?
what I'm missing.
You are a black male in your late 30s. That don't make
Right.
no sense.
right. It's weird.
It's
just a
your
little weird.
demographic. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Made
at
for
all.
you.
See, my manager.
Okay.
My
It was made
manager's
for you.
Indian. My manager is Indian, and he made a reference to Chris Hansen. And I was like, "Yeah, did you see the Boondocks episode with Chris Hansen?" And he goes, "What's Boondocks?" But he's
What's
Indian.
the Boondock?
He's
And you
Indian,
hired
though.
him as what?
Oh no, it's his manager.
Your manager?
He hired me.
Oh.
Oh, your manager for work. Oh,
Yeah, work
Oh,
manager,
okay.
DJ manager.
I thought you meant your
Nah, my
music
DJ
manager. I'm about to
nah,
say,
she,
fire
she,
him. Then.
Female.
My question
Okay.
is, when did we start watching
Shout
the
out to Ivy
Boondocks
Management.
unit? I just missed that call. That's all.
What?
No, it's
Yes.
old. What do you mean? As a
First of all,
unit,
this shit been out since like
up
When it
for
05.
came
Dave
out,
Chappelle
nigga.
show, bro.
Yeah.
What the
It's
fuck?
like 03, 05.
When it came
era.
out
I
20 years
missed
ago.
that memo. I missed that memo.
It's like,
Boo this man.
it's like, it's like, bro.
I had
So
a
yeah,
digital tomato right now.
Yo,
Jesus Christ, man.
that
Ass.
is digital.
Ass.
So
Oh,
you don't know
wow.
who Uncle Ruckus is?
hey yo, I just got some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
If
Let
I
me
don't
get busy off the
know-
screen. He ain't worth no break. Hold on.
I don't know. It just came across my screen and I have nothing on it, but it says Swiss Beats and Busy slip up with Bone versus Wu-Tang in 2022. I don't know how or why.
Wait,
Come on,
what?
man.
I don't know how that even possible. Why is that not breaking
Yeah.
news? Why is that not breaking
Nobody
news?
For
How's
one,
that breaking? Nobody want
one.
to see that shit.
You
For
said
one.
Don't even
Bone.
mix.
you
say
got
Bone
that shit
versus
off
the Wu?
like Black Street Hop,
Bone
hiphop.com and some bullshit. That is not, that don't make no
That's
sense.
just.
Okay. Okay.
It just got mocked by 3-6.
We'll
What they
see.
gonna
They
do with the
equally-
Wu-Tang Clan over there?
I'm going to
They
do
equally got
I
like
know.
98 members.
Fair.
I'm
You could
gonna do
take
my
half the Wu
after
and
the
can
pod.
beat 3-6 Mafia, dick.
I'm gonna do my research after the pod. I
has
understand
to
that
be
people
both.
don't want to see Bone Thugs and Harmony or
Fam.
Wu or whatever, huh?
Give me 4 members of the Wu. I'm killing Bone Thugs over there.
Right.
I just
I
need
get
4 of them.
And
You
you
can have
guys
it.
is not one.
That's East Coast bias.
That's not East
I
Coast
get it.
bias,
No, it
man.
ain't, bitch. No, it
No,
ain't.
it's not.
Wow.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
I know he
called
called
me
me.
Nah,
Yeah, that was
you
hard
called me a
too.
bitch earlier.
That was hard, too.
Yeah, he know he earned that.
It was
Earned
like
that
it was an
one.
extra H on the end of that shit.
Y'all gotta
Hey,
forgive
is,
me.
speaking of Woos, is the Woo coming out with some new shit?
I don't know.
Always coming out with new shit.
I don't know. I seen like a video clip and they got a white
That's nobody's
member.
gonna listen to.
Oh nah, I played that record like a few weeks ago. That's Remedy. Remedy dropped the album, but we can get into the Larry Hoover benefit concert that happened this past Thursday. Kanye West and Drake performed for about like 2 hours. Kanye had an hour to himself, and Drake finished it off with I guess an hour. And Kanye
Nah, probably like 30 minutes. If
Nah,
that.
I don't think Drake was up there for 30.
It was short.
Oh,
Drake
word?
wasn't up there.
Yeah,
he
that's why
wasn't
he
up
was.
there long.
That's why on the buy you probably can't read this kind of small. It says special guest
Special
Drake.
guest.
He was really a special guest though. This was not a joint venture. It was not.
That's crazy. I didn't even know.
At
It was,
all.
I didn't. No disrespect. I didn't know it was for Larry Hoover. I thought it was just Kanye
That's all they
and
keep
Drake
talking
putting
about.
together.
That was all they kept talking. Yeah.
I
You
didn't
just
watch
cared
it.
about the music part.
yeah, like you ignored that part.
Yeah,
That's
you
all
ignored the whole. It's
No,
called the
it's
Free
no.
Larry Hoover concert.
Listen.
It's not called Kanye and Drake.
Listen. Gotti. Fuck. No, honestly, when I seen people was asking me like, "Are you watching the concert? What concert?" Drake and Kanye. That nobody said the Larry Hoover concert. Nobody said that. I even
know,
had a
but-
customer. I even had a customer that went and he ain't mentioned shit about Larry Hoover or anything. He just said,
He
"I went
flew to LA?
Drake and-" Huh? No, he was in LA already. He's an actor.
Well, yeah, Jay, you do have a point because one of the things that I saw or I heard about this show was nothing was ever mentioned about Larry Hoover during the show, but the rollout was all Larry Hoover from the
I
Drink
didn't see a
Champs
rollout.
interview.
No, see, that's not true. They did because Drake. I remember when Drake came out at the end of his set. I think that's when they talked about it.
Okay, I
He said,
I didn't get to that part.
Oh,
But again, no disrespect to Larry
Okay.
Hoover. I like my life. I'm just saying, I didn't,
I thought it was dope. Kanye did his old songs, bro. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
that
that's
was really dope.
that's what my customer said. My customer said he felt like he was young again because he was doing old Kanye.
yeah, he killed
And Drake didn't really do old Drake.
That's why it was really a special guest type thing. Like in that case, Drake got sunned because I don't think he wanted to do this in the first place, and we already know why he did it.
Wait, Drake got sunned?
Yeah.
How he get sunned?
Because he's the bigger artist, but he's the special guest and the artist that you've had rivalry with this whole time just got to do his verses set while you're doing stuff from your new album. That's why.
Well, I don't think
It
that
was
means he got
completely
sunned.
Yeah, that means
Drake just got better music. Drake just got better music that's out now than Kanye has out now. That's all that fucking mean.
Nah, that's not true though.
Yes, it is true. He got more. Okay, let me rephrase. He has more hit records, more popular music than what Kanye has out right now. Nobody in the crowd was really going to be rocking to his Donda set versus all the music Drake got out right now.
Yeah, but he already sold out the same stadium with the Donda set, and like he already did that.
Okay.
Which kind of confuses me a little bit.
Like he wasn't going to do Donda again. I didn't think he was going to do Donda stuff either. I thought they both was going to do
a versus.
What Kanye did. Not a versus, but you know what I'm saying. They both would have did their good stuff.
But I heard
Drake did not.
Drake did do some old joints, bro. He did a couple old joints.
He did God's Plan and he did Forever at the end. All the other stuff was recent.
Yeah. I think he did that for a reason, bro. Because them records still go. They still going right now, bro.
But if the other nigga is doing Jesus Walks and shit from Dark Twisted, that is not the same. Like you don't go on stage trying to go against that when they had a rivalry for years. Like
if you listen to Kanye when he was up there reading off the phone to motherfucking the camera with Jay Prince next to him, the rivalry is dead, bro. It's no more rivalry, bro. It's over with now. They are best buddies now. Okay.
Yep. Damn.
The rivalry's dead.
Damn.
If I'm Drake, I don't really care what Kanye West performed because I just dropped the album.
Right.
And I'm going to milk my album. But what definitely goes into, because I didn't think this would apply to Drake, but it did. But this goes into the conversation that we had a few weeks ago about why are artists with the catalog that's so incredible make new music if you're not going to add this new music to your live shows performance.
Nah,
I think Kanye's point. I think in Kanye's point though, bro, like he against Drake music that's going right now, his Donda music can't go up with that, bro. It can't match with that, bro. You're not hearing none of these Donda records on the radio.
I don't think Drake likes this album at all. I think he rushed it or didn't want to put it out.
Rushed it?
Yes, that's why I think he took it off that fucking Grammy list like he did because he does not like this album. He hasn't said anything about this album. He has not pushed it like he pushed the other ones. Ain't no tour coming for this album. That's why he did this bullshit.
That's his fault because he shouldn't have named it what he named it. He should have named it some other shit.
No, it's just not good though. And that's why ain't nobody talking about this album anymore. And it's Drake.
I don't think that's fair. Not in today's climate. In today's era of music, he
set the standard for himself.
Yeah, Drake. Okay, but he had the top 10 was all his singles. He had the number one in the country, the number 2 song in the country. And in today's era, in 2021, I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that in 2021,
I get what you're saying.
In 2021, your window is a microwavable hot pocket. Like you only got 2 minutes. I don't care who you are, because we're going to talk about somebody else next week. Nobody's running a whole year no more, and that's my opinion on.
But it's Drake though. Now you can't say that because Lil Baby ran last year.
But you can't say that for Drake though. That's what I'm saying.
He pulled this album to give them niggas the other chance to win.
Nah, I think he did this just to say out for contractual obligations, maybe.
And for Drake's personality, that don't really make sense when he ever did that. How you just let niggas win? Well, for what reason?
Man.
Yo, did any of them records that he put out, that 3-pack, did any of them records make the album? Remember Lemon Pepper and the other him and Lil Baby records? None of them shits made this album.
Nah.
So
That's what I'm
another
saying.
thing.
We don't even know what's on it because nobody's talking. For Drake standards, this album was whack. For Drake standards, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the album was whack, but for Drake standards, it was not good, and you can tell it's not good because he's not even treating it like it's good.
This what we have to look at, and this is from everything that we're seeing. That year and a half of COVID, or that year sit down, has shifted a lot of shit. Shit is just fucking weird moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
So anything before COVID is just like, like you can't even reference that. You get what I'm saying? This is now to get back to normal. It was a great album, like Flaw said. This nigga had what? He had 10 songs in the top 10, or like 5, or
only artist.
Like,
how about this?
But you get what I'm saying? So like how can you say this was
for his standard? This is what he said.
For his standards, it's not a great album, fam.
After this year,
what Drake does,
and I guarantee you, he's coming back again.
And that's fine. And that's fine, Jay. But we can
we
still have the right to say what we say, though. Like,
because we're gonna talk about somebody else who I think didn't put out his best effort. It shit happens because. You know, by your standards. Yeah, we're going to get there by your stand. I'm going by his standards. I'm not going by, like, if fucking Benny dropped the album.
Right.
Yeah, it was great compared to everybody else, but to Drake's standards, I guarantee you this. I guarantee you Drake come back fast. He's going to drop another album next year, yo.
To me, nothing moving forward. To me, moving forward, nothing is just fucking normal. Like, it's just nothing is normal. Everybody is on the get back right now. Like, that's just me. Like, just nothing is fucking normal right now. Like, it's weird as fuck.
I don't know, but everybody else is, like, if it's not normal for Drake, right? Everybody else is moving normally.
Who?
No, I'm not talking about everybody moving.
Tyler's moving normally. J. Cole's moving normally.
I'm talking about the reception. Like,
yes, they are.
I'm talking about the fans. No, they're not. I'm talking about the fans. Okay. Like, who the fuck is talking about J. Cole?
He got nominated for a Grammy.
We are right now. We are right now.
So did Drake. So did Drake get nominated, but
nobody. And we're talking about it because he's pulling his.
Right. To give other niggas a chance to win.
Wait.
The whole giving a person a chance to win, I don't understand that. Like,
I don't know what talking about.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm joking. Shit.
I think he don't give a fuck about these Grammys, to be honest with you. He already said it at the Grammys when he won.
He submitted it in the first place.
Somebody did.
Somebody did. He may have not.
I'm pretty sure Drake is big enough. If he did not want his album submitted, they wouldn't have submitted it.
But here's my thing,
after
right?
Reconsideration, no, I don't want it in. Like,
here's my thing when it comes down to the albums, right? I think J. Cole has one of the best albums of the year, but I also said that him dropping in January would have been a problem at the end of the year because people like what's making noise at the time. But at the time, J. Cole put out that tremendous album. He not left music, but he went to go play basketball. He didn't promote that album. He didn't push it, so it's not that
that's true.
Great. So at the end of the day, I don't really think it's about. I don't really think it's about. Oh, I don't like this album, so I'm going to not push it. I really don't know what Drake got going on right now. That Astro World thing could really be messing his head up because them boys is in trouble.
That could be on that.
But hold on though, Flo. If you remember,
he getting sued too.
Yeah, he getting sued too. Not at the same capacity, but he's.
Guess what though? I bet he get out of it. I bet he.
Oh yeah, he's not.
Travis Scott gonna get out of it too. Travis Scott gonna get out of it too.
What I was talking about with J. Cole, when his album first dropped, though, Flaw, I almost said the same thing, not exactly the same thing as what I'm saying of Drake. I think J. Cole is going to come back fast, too. I don't think that's the album that he wanted to
it sounded more like a
mixtape put out like that, because I almost could tell with the J. Cole album, because he didn't do it. He didn't produce it. Like I'm pretty sure he got mad shit that he's going to produce, that he's going to push more than he did this last one. We just thought it was dope, and it was. But mainly the reason we thought it was dope because he didn't produce it.
Here's my thing, right? Jay, you gonna say something, Jay?
Nah,
here's my thing, about the Kanye West situation, though, with this show. It blows my mind that he did perform those old records because, according to him, he wasn't performing those records, and this is why the Kanye West lovers have not seen Kanye in this capacity. Like, they were excited that they get to see Kanye West perform for the first time in 4 or 5 years because Mr. West says this is something he's not doing. So maybe
he's trying not to curse.
Yeah.
Like
But
where he tried not to curse
Yeah.
during them.
it's still that same music though. Because if that's the case,
I
if
agree.
that's the case, he can make these same songs and not lead it so much on what he's leading it on.
Yeah,
So at
it's
the
the
end of the
content.
day,
You're right.
yeah, he's basically being a hypocrite when it comes to the content. You get what
Listen,
I'm saying? So
Uncle
maybe
Kanye
Drake.
is going.
I don't think so. I just think
He's Uncle Kanye is going through a divorce right now. He's going through trying times right now.
So then he would go through the gospel route, right? Why go through the ratchet phase?
Nah, because actually my man said after Runaway, he did a little freestyle to
We all heard it.
try
And
to
she still left him.
y'all not
nothing.
putting enough credit on Jay Prince's name, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's all because of him, bro.
If Jay Prince convinced this man to go back into his ratchet bag, I lose respect for Kanye West as a man.
Kanye was never ratchet.
Kanye West was ratchet, fam. He was backpack ratchet.
Okay.
He talked about weave. He talked about girls' hair. He talked a lot about.
I think Jay Prince.
He called that bitch backpack.
I think
ratchet.
Jay Prince is the reason this show even happened. I think has a lot to do with all this shit that happened, bro. That's just my feeling, my gut feeling on this whole shit. He told Kanye, do them old records, bro. Nobody want to hear this new shit. Do these old records, bro. And that's it, bro.
If he did, that sucks. But and at the same,
he might not have did that, but he's definitely the reason the concert.
But I also get
because like Hoover,
what Rel said earlier, that you sold out the same arena doing Donda shit. Right? Not to say everybody, like nobody wants to hear that again, but go back into that bag.
You just did Drink Champs. You got a whole. I mean, all your fans watch Drink Champs and shit.
Roland said it. Concerts is nostalgia.
Like we're not gonna get no verses. We're not getting the verses, so this might be good as it get for us for a verse.
Well,
man.
And it's hard.
Supposedly they're going on tour.
And it's hard to perform those Donda records by yourself when you have a feature on every record. So that could be it too. And speaking of verses,
knowing him, I think he could do it though.
And speaking of verses,
Kanye West, we was talking about, he'll be on a floating stage doing them songs by himself.
Yeah.
Word.
But
like he's a good performer. Like I can't knock him on that.
Oh, he in shape like a motherfucker.
Right, he always gonna be in performance shape.
Crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, no matter what song he got to perform.
On the flip side of things, I was watching it with my versus ear, and Kanye West pulled out his bag of tricks that would have been hard for anybody to get him out of there. And then Drake followed it with a sub where when you perform a concert, and we talked about this, and I think this so long ago Jay was here. An artist puts out new music. Artist puts out new music.
How long was that, Flo? How long was that, man? That was mad long, right?
Time ago, fam. Jay was there.
That's like pre-COVID, nigga. I think we did that in the basement, fam. We did that in Accurate.
And you don't gotta say the date of the year. Just say Jay was there. Oh, that was a long time.
Oh, that was mad long ago, fam.
But we talked about this though, and Jay might remember, like an artist puts out new music, but they never added to their show catalog. You get what I'm saying? So with Drake, him performing his new catalog, it just didn't give you that versus feel, even though it wasn't versus, but it didn't give you that nostalgia feel. So it had him getting smoked by Kanye West in a sense, like 20-0.
That's what I was saying. The optics of it, like that's why I said he got sunned. Like he didn't really get sunned by just the optics of it. He had to go against Jesus Walks, and he played some bullshit that nobody knew, fam. Like,
we could have played some dope shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, he could have.
I think it has a lot to do with him having relevant, popular music right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now, that niggas can rock to versus his old shit. You know what I'm saying?
And on verses, when you got something new, you always stop the verses to play your new joint. And what everybody always say, we don't want to hear that shit.
We don't want that shit.
You make a good point, but Drake went into, listen, I still got an album out. I still need to promote it. But when it comes down to a versus type atmosphere, which this wasn't, but people like me, I went to versus mode. I go, I don't want to hear none of this new shit because Drake has some things that can rival Kanye. He just played none of it. So in a sense, like, he still loses, right?
If Kanye West plays like Can't Tell Me Nothing, you know how that song go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But then Drake come out with like Tootsie Slide is not the same sandwich, fam.
I agree, bro.
It's not the same sandwich at all. He's going to lose.
I agree.
He got to play some. He got to play some shit against Kanye,
versus though, bro. But
yeah,
you saying,
you're right.
But you saying by him even just being there on stage with Kanye, he should have did a little better in his song selection.
Right. That's all. That's all I'm saying. You in the presence of somebody that can kill you, and you the #1 artist in the country.
You gotta
on
show
the
up.
world.
You gotta show up, nigga. Yeah.
You gotta show up. You can't be playing that stuff that nobody
Drake
knows.
don't give a fuck about
look,
none of that shit. He ain't want to be there anyway, bro.
It was a good
I
show.
agree with that though. He didn't want to
was-
be there, fam.
It was a good show, but turns out Larry Hoover wasn't too happy about it. For the simple fact is, and it kind of makes sense
I
that
didn't know that.
they so basically a lot of the individuals that was arrested with Larry Hoover has been released, except for Larry Hoover, because they fear his impact on his influence, right? So word got out that Larry Hoover wasn't too happy about this because this what shows his influence, you know. So they're like, oh, so you still controlling things out there. So look to Larry Hoover. I don't know if this is how or anything how the system really feels about this situation, but to Larry Hoover, it feels like, well, you're putting too much shine on me as an influencer, and this is why I'm still here. So that's crazy if that's how Larry Hoover feels.
I don't get that. I really don't believe that they did all this without his blessing.
Right.
And his son was
His
the
son
reason.
was on there.
His son is the reason this happened.
Right.
Yeah, but there's an article out that his
Right.
son said his dad is not too happy with this. That's what he's
But
out there.
I guess I'm saying that.
So this
It
was
seemed like he
pretty
gave
much
it the go ahead to go with
probably
it in the first place. That's what I'm
He probably
saying.
was on board with it until that shit you just said, Flaw. They came back like, oh, you still influencing motherfuckers? Nah, we ain't. Nah.
Yeah, but that's not their fault. Like,
No parole. Like it's like
that's
Yeah,
not
but
their
the whole
fault,
thing
though.
is BS though. But if you think about it, the whole thing is BS. Like he's still arrested because they feel like he's still an influence. So if they see Kanye West and Drake, which a lot of white people know, oh man, I heard Drake and Kanye got a concert, and it's to help free you, to benefit you. You get them? It's like
you
that.
still got influence and shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we partner today, right? So if you want to tell the truth, right? The truth is, this made no sense in the first place.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
This had nothing to do with him getting out of prison. I don't know what it had to do with, but
I know what they had to do with. I
don't
said it already. Mhm.
I
done said
don't know. It has nothing to do with. But I just know it wasn't about Larry Hoover, man.
Shut
Like
up.
this had nothing to do with him get out. Like they have enough money for his legal team and stuff like that. So it's not about getting money to get him out of jail. Money won't get him out of
It
jail.
wasn't the, so is it awareness? Like what is
No.
it then? Like
Here's my thing, Ant. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. And I tell people, if you let people talk long enough, they'll tell you what it is that they really want, right? Sharing the stage with Drake has been Kanye West's lifelong goal. That's really all it was. Kanye could have did this himself.
we podding today, bro.
Well, not lifelong goal because they have done this before.
That's
It just was a while ago.
That's a
Take this off
joke.
the screen, bro.
That's a
Nigga
joke.
said lifelong
Hey, Jarrell,
goal.
take this off the screen, yo.
Oh my bad.
That's a joke, but you know what I'm saying. Like he wanted, like Watch the Throne was on some him and Drake working together, I think at one time. At first.
At first, yeah.
So
You're right.
him and Drake coming together has been in the making for over 10 years, because Watch the Throne is 10 years old, I believe, if not older. And Kanye and Drake have not seen eye to eye.
Yo, we old as hell, fam.
We are.
That's
We
nuts.
are.
Watch the Throne probably like 15
Or-
years old.
Watch the Throne is very old.
Jesus.
And Kanye West and Drake have been eye to eye since they started this fake beef with. It started off as a fake beef, like they normally do. Oh, Jay and Ye versus Wayne and Drake, and it just turned into a super highly competitive thing, to where people didn't see eye to eye, didn't sit down. And so Kanye West wanting to share a stage with Drake meant the world to him. This is what he's always been telling us. I didn't hear him mention anything about Larry Hoover till like a year or two ago. When did you care about that? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Nah, I wouldn't say he wouldn't care about it because they are from the same. He's from the same city as him, so we didn't hear about it there. You're right, though. But I'm sure he cared about it before we talked about it.
But keep it a stack though. He could have did that show himself.
Oh yeah,
Drake was
Yeah.
not in it. Okay.
But that's why I said it's kind of all bullshit. Like to be honest, like this show was not
Jay Prince.
this show was not to get Larry Hoover out of jail. Like nothing they could have did could get him out of jail. It's not about money. Kanye worth $9 billion, right?
Allegedly.
So no, it's not about money.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
How do you feel if you're Pusha T?
I said that in a group. I'm just like, did y'all
I'll
see
be
that?
hot, but I understand it.
Nah,
about
man.
money.
did y'all
This
see
money
Kumbaya
money.
It's about
pictures and smiling? Like the Kumbaya picture, like they look like best friends now. You get what I'm saying? Like Kanye
Some
and
of that
Drake.
shit is a
Yeah,
little
the
buddy
walk
buddy.
out, the
It's
walk out.
buddy,
and shit.
buddy,
Like,
fam.
yeah,
And that
crazy.
buddy, and if you're Pusha, but we seen this happen we seen this happen, right? Like put some respect, like be like there's always a hitman in the battle rap, right? There's the Beanie Siegel, there's the Game, there's who else? There's
Look,
always
you
somebody.
niggas having way too much fun, right?
Yeah,
This nigga super cheesy.
Yeah,
There's
If I'm
always
pushing, I
somebody-
don't want to see them all in the smog
Right.
and shit. Nah.
there's always somebody that gets in the middle of their boss's beef. You get what I'm
Siegel,
saying?
yeah.
And then they get left out. Like, oh shit! So you and Kiss really cool, and Siegel get left out, or Nas and Jay, they got to come together now. Time stupid.
Did Jay
Jungle.
sign the Rockefeller after that?
Yeah, it's just like yo, you
That's crazy, right? Like, now you think about it.
Yeah.
all of the big boy beefs. It's just like yo, fam. Like look at G Unit, right? They said Terror Squad had Tony Yayo surrounded at the jewelry store, just Fat Joe and 50 Cent best friends 5 years later. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just wild, man. If you push it, you got to eat that. Like there's nothing there, fam. Now Kanye West wants to work with Drake on the label you're the president of. Like there's going to be some good Drake music coming out. You get what I'm saying?
Yo, a lot of
And
people
you're the
don't.
president, buddy.
I'm glad you said that. A lot of people forget that Pusha is an actual executive too. Like he's the president of good music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he
And
actually
can you
has a
imagine
job
Drake-
over there, fam. Like,
Can you imagine Drake with his slick talk? We haven't seen slick talk like this since Jay dissing you on the record. You got to
but hold on though.
You gotta produce, bitch.
Hold on
Like,
though.
dang.
Hold on though. I only you got to think about where he's from though, and the cloth that he's cut from though. I think if Pusha is, I don't want to say allowed, but Kanye is obviously still his boss. But if Pusha is allowed to say whatever he wants to say, I think it'll be fine.
Right.
If that makes sense.
I get what you're saying. I get what
As
you're
long
saying.
as he can say whatever he want to say,
If he's not censored, if he tell him
Right.
like, oh, nah, I mean, yeah, I get
Drake
you.
and Drake and Pusha.
if Pusha, I don't know about Drake, but I'm talking about if Pusha's still allowed to get like if he's not handcuffed into not saying what he wants to say, if Drake does say something, then I think it'll be fine.
It's just based on. See, here's the
That's
thing.
all
right?
I think is.
I don't mean to keep bringing up the Nas and Jay-Z thing, right? But here's the thing, and this was the thing that had people looking at Nas crazy, right? A lot of people felt like Jay-Z took it too far, mom thing, and they said they would never be friends with Jay, right? So basically, it's not our business. It's what does Pusha T and Drake think about the whole kid reveal, the whole fiance thing? If they don't think nothing of it,
Well, Drake's already talked about it on the Rap Radar podcast with Elliot Wilson a couple
he
years
feels
ago.
some type of way, right? He feels some
Nah,
type of way.
he say, I mean, took it. I mean, that was the part where he didn't. I mean, should have crossed the line, but he also understood it too, though. So like, they ain't gonna be friends, bro.
I think
That's
they
the
will.
thing. That's the thing.
They're
If
not,
they
they're not
might,
gonna be
though.
friends.
Yeah, I think
bro.
they will.
if they
I
don't
don't
feel
know.
nothing, if they don't feel no way about it, then they
Yo-
should.
You don't gotta be friends to make money with a nigga, man.
Absolutely, but I still think. I mean, it's entertainment stuff at the end of the day.
Hey, Ant, you right, but with Drake, I think it's different because I could just see him smiling in your face a lot, wanting to be around you. Like Drake could give you that fake energy. That's
Oh,
how
of course.
I don't think Drake
course.
wants to be around Push though. And I
Nah,
don't think Push want to be around this nigga either.
I think just because Push is a real street dude, and like I said, his age, like we
Right.
talk about somebody that's in his 40s, like in his mid 40s, like they're never going to be friends, but I think they can work together. But I don't think they will ever trust each other.
Kanye West was just blasting Beyonce and Jay-Z on stage, and Jay-Z got on the record. I just think that at the end of the day, everybody comes together. At that, listen, I thought
I
that
think
was
That's
that's
two people
different.
with a relationship though.
That's brother. Like
Yeah,
that's brother.
yeah, they
Yeah,
got-
they had a
got
relationship.
talking about brothers. I said this man talked about this man's wife, and we know how private Beyonce is. I'm talking about Beyonce. You could talk about Jay,
I
but you
get
talk
that,
about
but they
my wife.
still,
get it,
but they
but
still
still.
have a relationship though.
I get what you're saying though, Flaw. Yeah, it's Hov and B. Yeah,
It's
Yeah, I
whole-
get it, but they still have a relationship with all that. Like you don't know what they
Jay-Z
say.
smacked his
anybody
phone.
else couldn't have did that though. Nobody
that's
else
what I'm
couldn't have did that.
Bro,
Only Kanye probably could have got that off.
Kanye
Yeah, but-
West. I mean,
I'm just saying that we're going between two people that actually talk to each other, compared to two people that are strangers and have beef with each other. It's not the same.
well, I'm saying it's
They can text each other and have beef with each other.
It's
They
not
talk
the
like
same.
brothers.
I agree with that, but I'm saying if you actually watch interviews today with people that Jay-Z might have had beef with before, Jay-Z didn't like, if you're cool with Jay-Z, you walk around eggshells. People are not going to say, people say, remember you had a beef with Jay-Z? Nobody wants to talk about it because it ends relationships and business situations. Beyonce is very private, and for Kanye West to put that out there, I'm saying I thought, oh, that was it. You don't come
Yeah,
back.
that was crazy.
Talk-
Yeah.
Talk about me. I'm your brother,
Yeah.
Jay. But when you talk about my wife, there's no coming back. So I'm saying if they can make a comeback, I don't see why Pusha and Drake can't look at each other and laugh. They said when Nas and Jay saw each other for the first time, they laughed. That's what I'm saying.
But those are two people in a relationship too.
But
No,
we at the time when they first hashed it out and they got the wrong
but
with each other,
I'm saying, but those are two people. Even like when they had beef, right? They had a relationship and knew each other before that beef happened. Drake and Pusha don't know shit about each other. They're complete strangers. They just have a beef. Like even Nas and Jay have a relationship before that beef happened.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So like when they see each other after 20 years, they can laugh at that shit. What is Drake and Pusha gonna laugh at? Like,
because it don't hurt.
There's no good. But I'm saying there's no good memories between them. You know what I'm saying? It's just bad. It's just negativity.
Okay.
There's nothing to laugh at, nigga. I just don't like you. Nothing to laugh at. Like I never liked you.
Okay.
We didn't have the good memories. We never played spades together. We never shared a birthday together. None of that shit.
So we think we're gonna get some Kanye and Drake music shortly after this?
Absolutely, you got to.
Of course.
You don't take selfies like that. You don't take pictures like that and smile in each other's face like that.
Right. I saw all 32 of Drake's teeth in that picture. Some music is definitely coming.
I'm not getting my hopes up because I don't like Kanye's music sonically anymore. And I don't know if him and Drake can match right now. I mean, Drake can match with any fucking body. You can put Drake on the track with Sesame Street and they go on there. So, but I don't think the music is going to be good. So my hopes are not high. I hope I'm wrong, but my hopes are not.
So speaking of new music, Russ and Rick Ross dropped some new projects this week. I think Russ might have dropped on a unusual day, correct? Because when I saw it, it was like
a because he's independent, so he get to drop what he want.
I thought that was tremendous. We didn't really have to wait till that Friday. He dropped the album. I'm looking at the credits. I'm like, oh man, you got everybody on here. It's pretty dope, and it was a lot of my favorites. And I'm listening to the album. I'm liking the production. I'm liking the features. Everybody's killing it.
Chomp 2? Yeah,
Chomp 2.
Chomp 2. I'm gonna put the track list up here too, because everybody heard it. Did y'all hear it? Jay?
I didn't hear it yet. I saw it in the group, but I didn't hear it yet.
I fuck with Russ, but I ain't hear the album.
You definitely need to listen to this shit.
I'm looking at the track list right now, bro. This shit, he got everybody I fuck with on here.
Hold on,
that's what I was saying.
I'm gonna put it up.
I'm gonna just so we got you got Ransom on here. You got Papoose. The Game is on here. Motherfucking West Side Gun and Styles P on here. Kiss on here.
I want to talk about Russ actually being like the spitter DJ Khaled now. Like if you look at all his stuff recently, man, he just recruiting spitters. That's all.
Flaw, you got a problem with this track?
Electronica and Harry Fraud. I like this, bitch. I like
Flaw,
this.
you got a problem with this, Flaw?
When I was finished with the album, I was kind of like, man, it was a lot of features on. I wasn't a fan of having so many features, but he picked the right features, if that makes sense. Like you got a lot. Like it's like you got
the right producers.
It's like, you got a lot of features.
Look at this producers list.
All the features, though. So in a sense, I was just torn because I wanted when you make an album, I want to hear more of you. That's
I gotta hear this. I'm listening to this when I cook today.
Nah, but this is him though, because
you got the steak marinated.
Nah,
if you listen to every track, right, you see all the rappers on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He held his own with each and every last one of these rappers on each and every one of these songs. All of them.
The funny thing is, at the end of the song with him and Game says, Russ, you thought you was going to kill me on your own shit, something like that. So we know that
Russ be killing people, man. I'm telling you.
Even though a lot of us might think Takeover is a better record than Ether still has the impact of it because nobody wants to get bodied on their own shit ever since Nas said it. Mm-hmm. And getting Ether is like some catchphrase in the NFL, but getting bodied on your own shit, to me, what brings out the best when it comes to rapping, especially like this. Especially if you care. And he has artists that actually care. You're not about to out rap Styles and Kiss or Game.
He got Sci-Hi and Lloyd Banks on a song.
Right.
Produced by Scattis Collector.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's hip hop shit, man. Like this album is nuts. I'm telling you.
Hit Boy, Ninth Wonder on here, nigga. Mr. Porter on here.
Bink is on here. Henry Fraud,
Henry Fraud.
Premier is on here. And plus, Russ actually produced 2 songs himself. And the song that my song of the week later on that I'm gonna play is out of all these producers, I'm gonna play a song that he actually produced.
Mm-hmm. I knew it.
Just because I just want to show. As an artist, man, he's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Russ, man.
I
Definitely a
didn't even
dope
know who this
album.
dude is. Where is he from?
He originally from Jersey,
Oh yeah.
but he moved around a lot. He originally from Jersey, but I think he grew up like in North Carolina and Atlanta.
Okay, so he got I get it.
So he don't sound like he from anywhere.
But
And
he
he
can
a,
rap.
and he a white dude, so the optics ain't there when it come to hip hop either. But you put him in a booth and
So my thing
he's
is,
filthy.
how did he get all this? How did he put this together though?
Because of his
This
track list.
nuts.
This isn't his first album. Like he has a track record of having good albums. This is like his fourth album. All of them are good.
This is
Hey,
nuts right
He's
here.
just
your question?
independent, so he's independent, so he's not. He's never going to be huge like that if he stays independent, but he doesn't care about that.
I
That's
have
why
a
he put out
question,
stuff
right?
like this.
Gotcha.
I have a question about white rappers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they nice. No, they nice. What you
Yeah,
laughing?
Russ is nice, so it's no. I know y'all
I just
laughing,
think
but
about-
like,
I have this thing about
whatever.
white rappers.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
just
whatever
give
Flaw
your
is saying,
delivery
I don't
time.
think he's going to diss him because
I'm
Russ
not-
is actually
Yeah, it's
nasty.
not about
Like,
to diss Russ.
yeah, I can
Okay.
tell he can't.
But my
Okay.
question to you guys, because I've been thinking about this for a while, right? Like black people, right? We get the comfortability of having bailout bars, a lot of N-word this, a lot of B-word that, a lot of, stuff like bars typically sound the same. And some of our favorite artists are very creative. They are. But when it comes to white rappers, they can't really go to the N-word route, to the B-word route. And they're like forced to be more creative and talented with the bars, right?
I get it. Yeah.
Eminem, like
More
Eminem,
wordy. And
yeah,
shit,
like,
yeah.
they have to be more wordy in their
I
bars.
don't know. I don't know
Or-
if I'm gonna say you got to be more creative just because you
Look at
can't
Lil
use the
Dicky.
word nigga.
Look at
though.
Lil Dicky. The type of rappers how they rap, like they style of rap. I get.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
They're more
like,
technical.
it's you little.
They're more
yeah,
technical. You're saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to say, like you have to say more than they can't use the N word, so they got to be more creative. Like it
Oh,
has
but
to
I
be more
think
than
I think that in hip hop it's 95% African American, and you can hear the same type of technique in mostly all of our bars. The
I
same
think
thing.
if you hear a white rapper that sounds black, it's like he's trying to sound black.
Yeah.
Yo. Like,
But when
Nah,
white rappers
man.
get into their own bag, you're like, yo, this shit is probably like this shit is fire.
yeah, because
And
the
they
little
kinda-
Dicky dude can rap to me, yo. Like I fuck with his little rapping and shit.
Who Lil Dicky?
Well, they say,
Yeah,
well,
he-
they
he-
say
Yeah, I don't
that
think
when
he
you
cool.
curse, well, they say when you curse in your raps and all of that, you have nothing to say.
Not
That's what I'm
not really.
saying.
Not really. Not
It's
really.
not. It's
Well,
probably
no,
not a fact,
can't
but
say
we
they
have.
say
You're,
that.
you're
words.
replacing. You can replace that word with something else.
But sometimes you gotta say
motherfucker.
motherfucker, yo.
Hold on though, but they say that for language in general.
Sometimes you
Right.
gotta
They,
say
they say that
motherfucker,
when
yo,
you're
bro.
speaking, if you have to curse all the time, that you're not smart
You're not
or creative
articulate.
enough
You
or
don't have
articulate
the
enough
right
to
wo-
speak
You don't
well.
have enough words to your vocabulary.
Well, I
Right.
didn't know that.
That makes
I didn't
sense.
know that, but that kind of makes sense to what I'm trying to say. Maybe I didn't say it the right way, but I think black people have a lot of safety net words that kind of doesn't allow us to put us or all into music. When you're white, you can't use our safety words in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because the second a white man calls a woman a bitch or something like that, like you talking white or black, they can't say the N word. They can't, you know what I'm saying? So they have to be real
This
witty
is
with their
new to me,
bars.
dog.
They're forced to be
A
like
white
more.
person can't say bitch.
I'm just saying they really. That's
I get nigga, like that's given. But a white
I mean,
person
but they
can't say
don't.
bitch.
But they don't really. They don't really.
Hey,
You
you don't really hear him say it though.
don't really hear them say that.
Like
So
how
I'm
we
saying
I just
they,
think I honestly think it's the artist versus what they can like thinking of what they can and cannot say. You get what I'm saying? If you have something to say, or if you have a vocabulary, it is what it is. It's not saying that black rappers don't have a vocabulary.
But if you listen to all the white rappers that rap, bro, even on SoundCloud and YouTube and all that, bro, they rap all in the same kind of style and cadence and flow and shit. Like I mean, first is a black rapper. Like I mean, they pretty much got the same cadence, style, and flow and shit. So I kind of get what you're saying, though, Flaw.
yeah. I just
They're
you
forced
know
to
like
be a little bit more
Russ is-
technical.
yeah, like you have to be nice, and plus if you come into somebody else's culture, oh man, I gotta really show improve. I gotta really show improve. Show y'all that I'm nice, and I'm saying that
Wow.
Russ is a chip off the old block with trying
Wow.
to prove his pen is nice.
I think it's more so I'm better than Eminem more than I think like I got to
Well,
show
M
that
the
I'm
standard.
nice.
M is the standard.
M
I
is the
think
standard.
when it comes
Everybody has to outbeat. Everybody has to outbeat the comparison of Eminem being the greatest, rapper or greatest white rapper. You get what I'm saying? So like when you
none
when
of
you
them will
think of
ever
somebody
beat
like
Eminem though.
when you think of somebody like NF, like if you talk to somebody and they be like, well, I like NF because he's a clean Eminem. Sounds just like Eminem, just doesn't curse. flow,
Yeah, I'm
just
cool.
like Eminem. Just doesn't curse. Like
Then why
he's
you-
more of a gospel. He's more of a gospel person. But
That's
NF
just-
is also from Detroit, so it's like that's like the gimmick
He
from
white
the
too?
label. Yeah, he white.
yeah.
That's
But
just
that-
like the gimmick from the label. Like sometimes some of these artists who are on labels or who they control what it is or what they put out. Somebody like Lil Dicky who started out as a comedian, who pride himself on bars. He doesn't have that I'm a rapper mentality. You get what I'm saying? Lil
Yo,
Dicky
put
is
the-
just I can
Hey,
rap.
Jarrell, put this quote up real quick that old boy just said.
Rolling?
Yeah. He said, if you look at the white rappers, they know they can't do the same shit all of our MCs do, the concepts and the content. So that kind of goes along. It
I don't
kind of
agree
goes
with that.
along.
I think it depends on where the white rapper grew up because it's not about race.
That's what I
It's about
said.
culture.
Depends on the artist.
It's
Depends on
about
the artist. I know a few white rappers that talk that street shit just as much as black people because they grew up in the street.
And they making no noise though.
No, none at all.
Look at the nigga that rolled with
No.
Kiss. Look at the nigga from Philly. OT the real.
Right.
The nigga that rolled with Kiss.
Street shit. Like
Look
there's
at the
nothing but
the
street
battle
shit.
rappers. The white some of the battle rappers. You could tell the difference in between them. You get what I'm
Yup.
saying? Just
You could tell where they
the way
grew
they
up too.
say their words.
way their
and how,
word-
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
That's why I
They
say it's
mannerisms.
all
Action
about
Bronson.
culture. It's not
Yeah,
about
yeah.
who you are. It's always about where you from
Actually,
and what
I
you
like
represent.
Action Bronson, yo. He still be rapping.
I like
A little bit here and
Yeah.
there.
That's my guy.
He be
yo.
on TV a lot though, but
he
he
lost weight. You know what I mean?
yeah he
He's still
came out with
cooking.
something not too long ago.
He's
Yeah,
still
he's
cooking.
still cooking.
Hey yo,
What happened?
What's up, Flo?
Nigga speak.
clickbait by a bot with a racist joke. Y'all see that?
Nah.
And I
Yeah.
say you're so
From
black.
Twitch.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put
That's
that
on Twitch. Okay, yeah. We sheesh.
Yeah, but I kind of think like
Us African Americans can't have nothing, can we?
I kind of think when we talk about like the white rappers, right? Like
Yeah.
they got to be technical and stuff because you know how they say when black people in society we have to be twice as good.
Yeah.
You got to think about white people are the minority in hip hop, so yeah, they got to be twice as good for you to give a fuck about what they got to say. Always,
you.
it's always like that. That's
Same
why.
concept,
Why do you
yeah.
think Eminem is so big? Eminem is so big not because just white people like him. It's just because he earned the respect from black people too.
And it was Dr. Dre music, so
I have to
can't
disagree
get
with that. Niggas hate Eminem.
Niggas do
Dr.
not
Dre
hate
music.
Eminem.
Niggas-
Matter of fact,
a
his
lot
whole
of
crew ain't
niggas
nothing but
hate
niggas.
Eminem.
So that's not the
Right? No.
truth, though.
But if
He don't
if
have
the
no white
man
people around him.
it's not that he doesn't have white people around him. Like even Eminem said it, and we've had this conversation before. He even said it. If I was black, I wouldn't so have. Of what he
Yeah.
sold.
That's-
Yes, he's big. He's big because he's white. Like we can't.
Yep.
We gotta
And-
stop
and
saying
Dr.
that
Dre.
if that's not the reason. It's
No,
not
but
even
I'm
Dr.
saying
Dre.
that's not
He's
the
big
only reason
because
he's
he's
big.
white.
It's definitely Dr. Dre too, though.
I'm just saying that's not the
name.
only reason he's big because
I fuck
I
with
mean
Eminem
Kid
'cause
Rock
he
is
said
big too.
Right.
But Kid Rock is big in his own. Kid Rock is not big as a rapper. I don't look at Kid
Why?
Rock as a rapper.
You don't, but he is.
He's a rock artist.
Hey
He's a
yo,
rapper
He
too.
can rap.
hey
He
Ant,
can
Yo.
rap.
I gotta come for you
What?
real quick though.
Come on.
Uh-oh.
Bring it.
Is this a race
Eminem's-
relations episode? Like,
Eminem's success is mostly based on his storytelling and him relating to blonde hair, blue-eyed white kids more than Dre's beat.
To the sound of Dr. Dre's music.
Dre
Nothing to
production
do
has
with
nothing to do with his success.
Oh my God.
He could have rapped on anything, but told that
So-
story, and the white
okay,
kids would have ate
okay,
that up.
so-
not anything.
No.
bro.
Anything.
Not anything.
Dre
Dr.
helped.
Dre's
Dre
influence
helped.
had a lot to do with this
Music-
shit. He's the reason why we
music matters.
accepted. He's the
Dre
reason why.
helped.
Thank you. That's
Music
all
Dre
I'm
matters.
saying.
helped.
Do you wanna know
Dre
what
helped?
Dre is a
Dre got 25% in that.
he get
The
he
other
get
75 is M, bro.
he get probably like 35, 40 though.
25 because
He probably get about 40 of that.
I'm
though.
just
sorry.
saying that first album, if it was not produced by Dr. Dre and it was produced by some nigga you never heard of, it would
It
not
wouldn't
have had the
did
same
shit.
impact at
It
all
wouldn't
because
did shit.
Eminem had music before that.
Right.
And it didn't do
get
shit because he wasn't on Dr.
get you.
Dre's label yet.
I get you, right? Dre's
With the
production.
same storytelling and all that bullshit,
That's
but it
why I
was
said
produced
25.
badly.
Look.
That's why I said
Look, right?
25%.
I get it.
Dr. Dre produced him, bro. Like,
Nah, you can't give producers 25%.
That's
Not
what I'm
Dr.
saying.
That's what
Dre.
they get anyway.
Not
That's what they
Dr.
get anyway.
I'm not
Dre,
talking
though.
about
They
the
get 12
splits.
point. They get 12.5.
I ain't talking
How
about
that?
splits.
God damn it.
Here's the thing, though. I believe that Dre produced him. I agree 1,000% on that, but I don't think it's Dre's beats. Dre didn't have to make a beat, but Dre did have to show him how to structure the records. And because the "Hi, my name is," it's about "Hi, my name is," not nobody talked about the production on that.
I'm not saying. I'm
just
I
saying,
get what you're
that
saying,
beat
bro.
was
I
trash.
get what you're saying, but who else could you have heard on that record, bro? Nobody but M.
If that
right?
beat was trash, you would have never heard that song.
Right.
But who
That's what I'm
was it?
saying. You
Who
saying?
else was
That's what I'm
it
saying.
to? Who else was it to put on that record?
It's
You
this
get what
them
I'm
niggas
saying?
cooking up.
A white boy that
This is
we're
one of
so
the first.
we're so technical with that shit. Like if a black rapper would have came out saying some shit like that, we would have cooked him.
Man, you gotta
Get him the
think.
fuck
It was
outta
the
here.
music, bro. It was really the music for me, bro. It was the music. No,
I feel you
That's all I'ma say.
because you hear a Dre beat and
Hi
you go,
kids, do you
"That's
like
my guy."
violence?
and you
Want
mess
to
with
see
it.
me
And I'm
stick
saying,
9-inch nails through
And,
my
and he's
eyelids?
spitting, and he white though. So Dre did a lot of things, bro. Dre gave him the cosign without even putting out a record, bro. The Dre cosign alone is 25%.
when
I was about to say, and plus, you got to think about a lot of M stuff he did himself. And his self, production-wise, is nothing but an extension of Dre.
Dr. Dre, word
I
is life.
understand,
It all
Word
sounds the
is
same.
bomb. Word is bomb.
It all sounds the same.
Word is bomb.
in 1999, when "Hi, My Name Is" came out, and just like what Ann said, "Hi kids, do you like violence?" We all booed that. None of us said those was
Yeah,
bars.
we wasn't here for that. Yeah.
But what was followed by that was, "This is Dre's boy. We'll give him a chance. I will give you credit." That was in 1999. I remember hearing that. I'm saying, to me personally, in my opinion, I believe that his affiliation with, like the visual, and Dre probably produced this because the Chronic 2001 had a lot to do with M's success as well.
Right. That
You
up and
put
smoke
him-
tour. Yep.
Yes, you put him with Snoop, Nate Dogg, Dre, Exhibit. Now you got this crew, and now when M comes with his 16 and he bodies it, you go, "Oh shit, dude can rap."
Nah, you're right. You're right.
So for me, it wasn't necessarily his singles. We never liked his singles. We don't like his shit, but
I
we
like
know
that
he got
shit.
bars. We
I
know
liked
he
it too. I liked it too.
Okay,
Yeah, my name is was dope though. My name is.
It-
All of his singles was dope.
it grew on you. "Hi, My Name Is" grew on you. Come on, fam. When he started rapping, that shit was.
I didn't like
I
what he
liked
was
it.
saying, but I
Nah,
like
bitch,
the
that shit was
song.
hard.
I like
I
this.
liked
I didn't
it.
like what he was saying, but I
I
like
like-
the
I
song,
like
bro.
what the
I ain't
fuck
gonna
he
sit
was
up
saying.
here
I
and
gotta
lie
take
to
your
you, bro.
word for it. I gotta take your word
I
for it.
can't
I
lie
actually
to you,
did
bro.
like it,
I didn't think it was trash when I first heard it, bro.
Okay, all right.
It was just that it was different. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't. It wasn't like
Now cleaning out my closet and shit.
that
little
shit
bit
was hard.
Stan.
I'm about to say that was hard though.
That
Clean
was
out my
hard.
closet?
I didn't, bro.
And you didn't like Stan?
I understood those records, bro.
Okay,
Nice.
with Jarrell.
Even
Jarrell,
Kim-
I'm not here.
Even
I'm not
him
here for
killing
that.
his wife. That shit was hard.
I'm not here for
That
none of
shit
that
was hard,
shit, bro.
fam.
Jarrell.
I ain't saying it was whack, bro. I
A lot of
like
the issues that people had with cleaning out their closet this was hip hop, and for the first time and possibly ever, somebody's mother was getting dissed. Like, we never diss mothers.
Yeah, but
So
at the end of the
people
day,
couldn't-
good music is good music. I can't. That's
People
not an
couldn't
excuse.
So what I hear from a lot of hip hop lovers who are black, they say I can't relate to it. You get what I'm
Because
saying?
of the mother situation, yeah.
Because of the content. You know,
I hate
man,
that
fuck
too.
your dad,
Because it
that's-
make it seem like we all
yeah.
got good mothers. Some of y'all mothers is ass too.
And that's I was just about to say that, bro. Yes, the fuck we can relate to that shit.
Can
bro.
relate to
But
that.
in
We
our
just didn't
own
want
It's
to.
way.
just that
In
it's
our
just the
own way.
It's
We just ain't
the
gonna say nothing about it.
programming
We just
is-
ain't gonna say that shit, bro. Like, you feel
Like
me?
Flaws
The
definitely
pro-
right when it comes to that. We're
Niggas
definitely not
not
going to
making a
say
video
it. Right.
burying a ditch
It's
for their
just the
mom.
That's not
programming
happening.
is that we have to love our moms. We have to. We can't disrespect the woman that brought us into this world. Blah
That's true.
blah 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 blah. Fuck that. Fuck all that programming.
It
Here's
is
some
programming.
bullshit. She get treated like bullshit.
Y'all know hip hop is fake. It's the same story. I hate my dad himself. Like, we talked about the same story,
I
fam.
hate my dad.
I hate my dad. I sell drugs.
Bro,
I love
niggas,
the bitch.
niggas is not
What you
digging a
talking about,
ditch in the
man?
backyard. Know what I'm saying? While it's raining outside, digging a ditch for their
And
dad.
you
and
are
shit, bro.
true, but that's just not part of the
That's just
program. So
because
even
you
if we did, we wouldn't rap about it because we only rap about three
And
things.
that's just because we did not grow up in trailer parks like he did, so we didn't have
Right.
ditches.
That's his truth. And it was different. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas in the projects can't bury their mom
Bro,
nowhere.
you
Nigga,
don't-
where you gonna put her?
M don't get enough credit for that though, bro, because he touched on some issues that motherfuckers didn't want to talk about and shit. Like, that's something.
Hey, yo.
That's serious.
Hey, yo, since we here,
Niggas
since we
so crack to their homeboys' moms.
Hey, yo,
Yeah.
since we here,
Yeah.
we here, right? Yo, since we
Jay
here,
Wright like a motherfucker though.
right.
Like,
Look,
Yeah.
I was gonna say something similar. Since we here and we potting, you talking about the projects of growing up poor. You wasn't thinking about your dad. You was like, well, I was the one telling you to get your ass in the house and whipping your ass. You ain't love your mom like that. Get the hell out of here. Like that.
But his mom, she brought me into this world.
Yeah, mom. Nigga, she want to do. She don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. So
how many times you got your ass whooped and cussed?
Mom was the one kicking your ass.
So when we say that we don't relate to it, like I understand, we relate to it. We just not bold enough to say it like the whites do.
And he did that shit in dramatic fashion.
And he did that shit in dramatic fashion.
For real.
And black
even Stan, that was dope, bro. I just didn't. I'm not bumping Stan, bro. You feel me?
And black people, we sold our own selves out, really, bro. Because in New York, remember we talked about how the NWA took over because they kept it real about what was going on in the community. But a lot of our East Coast rappers, the Public Enemy, and a lot of artists was talking about that 5%er and all of that black man, that black power, and raise above the hate and all of that, and stop killing each other. That happens in your community, but that's what they didn't want to hear. They wanted to hear about some other shit because they didn't.
Bro, hold on. You can't say niggas ain't want to hear that, bro. Niggas did want to hear that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even though niggas, certain niggas, bro, you act like certain niggas in the hood, you know what I mean, wasn't trying to uplift their communities and shit like that. That message did spread, bro.
That's not what I said. What I'm saying is,
you said niggas ain't want to hear it. You said niggas ain't want to hear that shit.
If you ask majority of the people who's their favorite group or is this, they'll tell you, man, I was listening to Kane and number one NWA came. Nigga, we still had Public Enemy over here. We still had these artists over here. They go straight to NWA because
they can relate to that shit. You're right, because they can relate to that shit. You talking the shit, they talking the shit that's going on. Yeah.
But Public Enemy was talking that shit that we.
Well, if you not living that shit,
because that's true.
Roland said, "Fam, Stan was a comedy to me. I'm still laughing. Like that's because we old black men, and yes, that shit is funny to us.
Like the black culture doesn't stand fan when it comes to rap.
R&B,
hell yeah."
I was never dyeing my hair for a rapper, bitch.
Right.
Ever.
No, even though we imitated or
Cam made y'all niggas wear pink though.
I never wore pink because Cam said it.
We got our
some of your homies did.
Not from the Wibble section.
Some of your homies say
niggas in Wibble section was wearing section pink.
I said I didn't.
I said your homies.
Yeah, niggas.
Okay, that's all that matters. Cam might not have got your ass, but he got most of us. That's what I'm saying. He didn't get me.
Hey, Jarrell, you can take the artwork down.
Say what?
You can take the artwork down. Oh.
Yeah, I guess we went into the white rapper conversation, but salute to Russ. Great album.
I'm
bring it back to Russ.
Bring it back to Russ. Great album. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about this other album,
yo. Being a spitter.
You want to talk about that Rick Ross album? Because first off, he changed his album cover. You want to start there?
We're going to talk about that. I already got a graphic for that because that was part of the reason. I already was on the this is about to piss me off train before the album even came out.
Once you saw the artwork?
Because you know how I talked about the album cover, right?
Yeah. Right.
Say it's about to
even
Jay,
when the second single dropped, you even said, "Rel, you right?
You're right."
Because
that second single serious.
But then he changed it to this green background bullshit. Right.
Regular,
so this is like the day. This is like the day before the album dropped. So when I'm looking at we didn't talk about it in the chat, but when it came out, I was like, why did he do that? Because the other one gave me such a great vibe, and this looks corny.
Right.
I can do like our
that shit look corny, and that shit look
because this look like
I
can do that though.
Yeah, this shit.
I do our covers every week. I could do that. The new shit.
I could do this. Yeah.
Any one of us could do that.
In his room, he said, "Hey, yo, fam, snap this flick right quick."
That ain't nothing but his hallway in his bathroom.
This was the last minute
album cover.
So why did he change it at the last minute?
I think
but then
he was getting cooked, bro, hard, fried, nigga.
Man, listen, that's corny that he changed it. I'm gonna put the track list up here.
Why he do it?
Can I ask
the whole vibe is different. I listened to this album.
I like it.
I hate it.
Wow.
Do you know why I hate
the
it?
album?
Know why I hate it though?
You hate it?
Hate it. Can't stand it. It's not because of the features. Can't stand it. It's not because of the features. It's not because of Ross himself. This sounds terrible.
The production?
It sounds terrible.
You think he went too?
I'm pissed. I'm mad. Like
Why?
the drums was flat. The bass lines didn't hit like they were supposed to. He needs to go get the Justice League again. This was terrible compared to those albums.
I
will say the bass lines pissed me off.
Word is
we
like,
and the drums was
we didn't get a Maybach.
Terrible. Yo, I was so mad at this, fam.
Hey,
I was pissed. I was listening to it twice. I was so mad.
Okay, so look, number 2, the second track, Timberland produced that. You ain't fuck with that?
No. That is, I guess maybe. How about this?
Do you like Lil Havana?
Maybe it's not. The only reason I would say this is Ross's fault because I respect his ear so much. But his engineer, whoever did this, needs to be fired. He should never work with him again.
Whoever mixed it,
somebody different mixed this compared to his other albums. I guarantee it, yo.
No Justice League tracks is on this album, which is shocking to me.
And it's not just the production; it's how the production sounds. None of these beats knock. None of them.
3 knocks. I fuck with number 3, yo.
It's all right. That shit don't knock it. The drums on that song are terrible.
Bro, there's no standout tracks outside of number 1 for me.
I like Outlaws, and that was the first single he dropped. But that don't bang like I wanted to.
Okay. I like Lil Havana. That's the best track to me on this whole album, yo. That and number 3. I fuck with number 3. They bodied that.
I like Benny ain't sound like I wanted him to sound. I'm not talking about his verse. I'm just talking about
his voice.
It just did not sound good, yo. Like it did not sound like Rick Ross music at all.
For me,
this didn't sound like no Maybach project.
Nah, it's because of Justice League, bro. It's because
this shit sound like a Gangsta Grills or some shit. That even worse. This sound like a mixtape.
He getting bars.
I'm mad, yo. Like, this really pissed me off, yo, because I'm a Ross fan.
I'm a Ross fan, bro.
I think Rick Ross might be the best gold artist ever. Like, this is my guy. This is a nigga that never went platinum, but I think when it comes to his production and his catalog, can't nobody touch him that's gold and have it went platinum.
Right. Some platinum artists can't even touch him.
Some platinum artists can't even touch him, like you said, because 2 Chainz is one of them. We already know how that versus went.
Yeah.
See, to come back with this is garbage, man. I hate it.
No,
somebody else say something.
Y'all know what I be thinking when it comes down to some like artists when they get in their bag and they stay in their bag for long periods of time. And I say, yo, where's your mind at? Is your mind on music? Like, what's going on in life?
He was on Thigh Stop when this came out. His eyes was on Thigh Stop when this came out.
Yes. Look at the conversation that Rick Ross has been having with us for the last year about how much money he has. You get what I'm saying? Like how many businesses he owns.
Right.
So you got to think about is your mind on music? Do you owe Epic a project?
His mind is not on music.
He said his mind was on music.
He just dropped the whole entrepreneur. He's on an entrepreneur kick now.
His book is number 1. He just dropped the book. Best selling. Know what I mean?
Just dropped the book. He's doing interviews.
The interview said, bitch, in the interview, they asked him, what's the motivation right now? Is it music? He said music is. He said it out his own mouth. Music is the number 1 shit.
Maybe he gonna say that because this album is gonna come out.
Maybe he has to say that. But you always got to look at what somebody's got going on in their life. Y'all know I be on that type of time. When somebody drops an album that's not up to par, you go, well, number 1, could it be that we're tired of hearing him? Like, do you have that spark that you used to have?
This album sounds so bad. I didn't watch the interview from Tidal. I refuse. I don't even want to watch it. I don't want to hear what he got to talk about. And this sounds so bad to me that I think he's coming out with a deluxe or something, and it's gonna sound different. He gonna pull a Kanye, fam,
bro.
Unless I'm just crazy. Unless I'm crazy and my ears is off, but I'm loyal to my ears. I'm not loyal to artists.
I hear what
this is
saying.
Garbage. I don't like this.
So I fuck with 1, 2, 3 tracks on this whole album, bro. That's number 1,
12.
number 3, and number 5. The him, Wale, and Future joint. I fuck with that joint. Out of
you don't like Outlaws? Outlaws is dope. The first track. I like the first single. I should say. I do like that.
It's okay.
I ain't like how Dream Doll shit and Wiggle. I ain't like Wiggle. I thought that was trash compared to his club joints. I'm just comparing it, just like we compared Drake to Drake shit, right? I'm just comparing this Ross album to his other ones. That's all.
This is definitely not up to par from the last album.
And it pisses me off because he's one of my favorite artists when it comes to albums.
Well, we know why.
His ear.
We all know why. So
the beats is man.
Yeah. He didn't have the Justice League. He needs the Justice League. Know what I mean, clearly, because he had Boy Wonder twice on here. Know what I mean, and you didn't like none of them.
Them joints don't knock like that. Even that pick that I like number 3 just like Ann said because Benny on it and lyrically he killed it. But that song, the way it sounds,
Then it break down in
the
the middle, and
drums
then the
don't
drums break
knock
down.
at all.
Yeah,
At all.
it's
I don't
crazy.
like that shit.
Yeah,
Which
well,
I
Rick
fucks with
Ross
that,
is
though.
richer than he's ever been.
My guy Blast is on there. I ain't like that. Man, I'm out.
Rick Ross is richer than he's ever been. Maybe he owes Epic some more music. I don't know, but at the end of the day, he's not making money from music because artists tend to don't.
I give this album a 5.
Rolling, yeah, and I'm giving it like a 5/6 just because it's Ross and it's not because of him. This just sounds. It's not a good album.
I think a 5 is a safe bet. It wasn't the worst I've heard, but it wasn't the best Rick Ross that we've ever heard, and I don't know.
It might be better than that Hood Billionaire, and that was his most trash album to me.
Hood Billionaire was better than it. It sounds better than this. Sound way better than this.
Let's have the conversation, right? Because look at what podcast is doing, right? We're having conversations about artists, and Drake is in there, and Kanye West is in there. A lot of our favorite artists is in there. What Teflon Don dropped in 2010.
10, yep.
Right? 10 years ago, but he's had 2 previous albums before that. I think Ross might have came out in 05, 06. I think that era where Jay-Z was signing Jay-Z 05, 06, right?
Yeah.
That long of a run. Usually, one of our favorite artists got about 2 to 3 classics under their belt. The rest of them be okay.
Right.
Doesn't Ross already have those 2 to 3 classic albums?
Yes.
Yeah, that don't got nothing to do with this. His album still trash.
Teflon.
I understand that. But
Teflon and God Forgives is kind of dope. And what's that?
I like Mastermind too.
Deeper Than Rap was dope. Mastermind was dope. And then
he got a good catalog.
Drake got his classic 1 or 2. I think Drake got 2. Kanye West got a few. But what podcasts have done is it allows us to highlight their flaws. It's like we want to talk about the good and the bad with them. Before, we never really talked about when the artist fell off. We just always went to their catalog that they already produced for us. Not saying that Ross should not be criticized for putting out this type of project, but I'm just saying.
I'm not saying he fell off though.
Okay,
that's not what I'm saying.
He didn't.
I'm
fall
saying
off.
this sounds terrible.
I know, but when you already
two different things.
Yeah, but when you already have your classic body of work, people typically don't really pay attention to the end of your work. Nobody cares. People still talk about Illmatic, even though King's Disease 1 and 2 came out. Nobody cares, really. On the grand
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, bro.
Illmatic and Reasonable Doubt, we don't care. Black Album,
this blemish, it will not hurt his catalog, though.
It don't. It's just we have a podcast, and this is just what people do in the heat of the moment. But this will never, nothing Drake did with Loverboy, Kanye West gospel albums, it's never going to blemish it because we love nostalgic music. And like the people said when they watched the Kanye West concert, it made them feel young again. Because one thing I seen in Verses, I remember that the Nelly concert, the Nelly versus Ludacris. Once you play a certain record, it takes you back to that college year that you had, and all's good. Nobody cares about yesterday, but take me back to college, take me back to high school, take me back when I was 21, and you got me.
But only thing though, if it was good, we'd be talking about it though. If it was new and good, we'd be talking about it.
Right.
Not as much as his old shit. I get that, but this just wasn't good. That's why we're never going to talk about this album again. That's the only thing. It's just because it wasn't good.
Now I got to hit you.
But I get the nostalgia thing though.
But I got to hit you with what you hit me with. Are you going to give this a few more spins and hope that it grows on you?
Because it's no.
Sonically, it's not though.
Because it's not like the songs.
Okay.
It's how the songs sound. You see what I'm saying? Like these drums ain't gonna change, so I'm never gonna like it. It's not the songs that's got to grow on me.
So if he put out a deluxe one, right, remastered,
I'll listen to it.
You might listen to it.
Absolutely. Okay. Like if they change some stuff around, like Kanye do with his songs, and come out with something different and remaster stuff, I will absolutely listen to this. I guarantee you, it will sound 10 times better.
He needs Justice League. I'm just gonna put it like that. He needs them.
Hey, there's a deluxe. Probably not, because it's probably already in the works. But does a deluxe mean that the artist heard the criticism, goes in there and fix it?
Or it can mean that, or it's flying off the racks, right? and you put out a deluxe one just to push it over to where you want to go. So like
That used to be what it was.
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
know Ross ain't flying off the racks.
Right.
It used to be, damn, on triple platinum, I'm trying to get the father. Let me throw this remix on there with
if I got to shit on this album 1,000 times in order for it to be remastered, let me get to retweeting shit now then, because I'm about to add him on Twitter. Hopefully he'll hear me.
This was not one of his better projects, man. That's crazy, man.
Hey, Ant brought a good he asked a good question in the group chat about your top 5 hooks in hip hop. I believe that correct?
Yeah. They can be singing hooks, but
they can be singing hooks.
But it got to be a hip hop record.
Yo, this is like the most impossible.
I asked you, you didn't answer.
Top or favorite. Now, I mean, just throw something out there. I just wanted to hear other people what they thought and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the first one that comes to me, and much as it pains for me to say this, is fucking In the Club, bro.
50 has to be in your top 5.
That's definitely top 5 hook of all time. You can find me in the club. Bottle full of everybody knows that.
What? But we talk about our personal favorite.
Personal.
That shit ain't in my personal
favorite, or what you think the top one would be. You know what I'm saying?
What I think top would be, yeah. I mean, in the club got to be like top 5. But personally, I got it.
Hard Knock Life.
That's a nice one. I would put Hard Knock Life above In the Club.
I got 5 personal. I got 5 personal. It meant something for me. I got 5 personal, and one of them was
Triumph.
Snoop. All right, yo, fam.
Ain't no hook in there. That caught me off guard. Fam, he picked a song with no hook in it.
No hook, yo.
I know, man. I know what I'm doing over here, bro.
That was a genius response.
But you close. One of my favorite hooks of all time is Ice Cream. That hook can go any decade, any year.
Of course, you had to pick a Wu song first. But it's warranted though. That's dope.
Listen, you think about Wu-Tang, you think of a lot of grimy records. Ice Cream was like that first record. It was like, oh, y'all really trying to get the girls. You get what I'm saying? It's like when you so thugged out, but you make that one record. Like not all the girls songs come easy like Ja Rule's. But when you get one, and that shit. But when you get one and that thing still go because it resonates with women today, like oh man, like
I get what you're saying. He's psyched.
To come up with that hook, you really got one for the rest of your life.
Nigga waited his whole life to talk about ice cream on a pod.
Nah, I fucks with ice cream though.
Ice cream is that shit though.
Everybody know that hook.
The hook, yeah.
You're right. That's
the only part of the song niggas know, bro.
Nah, Ghostface.
Only your heart doesn't want to be called because it is a line from Capadonna on that song that I would never forget because that shit is crazy. Only your heart doesn't want to be called because I don't know why I would never forget that line.
My next one is a personal favorite because I like the motivation behind it. It's Curtis Jackson, man, aka 50 Cent, Hustler's Ambition. I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle like that right there. You put that on, I get in my hustling bag.
I got you.
I got another one because I just like the way it flows.
Curtis
Jackson again. West Side Story. If you take a look in my eyes.
I hate that hook. I hate that hook so
I like
bad,
it because
it's one of your favorite hooks.
You know why I hate that hook, bro? Because shit was so easy and niggas love that shit. That shit was so regular. I'm like, man, 50 just.
But that's hip hop though.
It made me hate Game that much more because of that hook, bro. I swear to God on my kids, yo. That hook made me hate Game as a rapper that much more. Cause I'm like, damn, 50 hear the song. This what you need to help with? This song?
Yeah, honestly, that's a weird. To me, that's a weird one to be in a personal best though.
That song is different because there's a version of Snoop Dogg doing the hook. So I don't know why 50 jumped on it. There's a Snoop Dogg version. So I don't know what version came first, and I don't know if Game needed help with that record. But they probably put 50 on it because 50 was scorching hot at the time.
Smoking, yeah.
My fourth hook, Curtis Jackson again.
How we do?
I'm the man.
Niggas,
I'm the man.
Yo,
man.
That's my shit.
The hooks in history.
Y'all some niggas. Y'all some real Negroes.
Number 5.
I'd only name 2 just now.
So you
Number
got
5.
In your 5. You didn't already name 350 songs and
Number
a Wu-Tang song.
My last one is now
the hardest nigga alive, nigga.
I want to talk to the mayor, to the governor, the motherfucking president. I want to talk to the
out of all Nas hooks,
bro.
You picked that one?
That's crazy.
Nas
Your,
isn't
your,
the best hooker.
your
Nas
list
is
trash.
crazy.
Your list
Crazy.
trash.
wait.
Your list
Nas
trash.
isn't
man.
the best hooker in the world.
Nah,
What?
fuck that.
Nas
So he
is
shouldn't
the
even be
best
on your
hooker
list.
in the world.
No, but that song right there, when that came out, that shit, that hit hard.
Calling
But
him a hooker is
I don't-
wild for one.
Nas is not
Out
a
of
hooker.
all the ways of saying it, Flaw,
This nigga called him a hooker.
He's not
he's
the
not
best
the
hooker in the
greatest
world.
hook writer. You could have said that.
This nigga ain't
Or,
got
you,
nothing to
or how
do
about
with it.
this?
Hooker in
You
the
could have said
world.
chorus. You could have said anything.
Right.
Even if you said choruser, we
I
we
would
got
prefer
it.
you say choruser than hooker. But anyway, like
She
Nas
said-
shouldn't be on your list at all. So you think that's the best Nas hook ever?
Yep, that's the one that I seen the hook the most.
I'm gonna say CNN Closer, the Sam Snead remix.
Yeah, that's oil. Damn. Go ahead.
Does that the what? say that
Damn,
again?
Flaw. No,
What's the first one?
no. Nah, Flaw. Why I get that reaction?
What you say? What
Oh,
was
he
yours?
watching the game. My bad.
I ain't hear you. What'd you say?
CNN
No,
closer.
no, I'm
CMC
talking about
version.
you. I ain't watching the game. The game froze. I'm talking about you.
What's wrong? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with that?
He should have picked it. Well, go ahead.
Nah. All my guys are singing they hooks. You got to sample. Like if that's the case, I tried to ask him, but he ain't answered me in time. But all my guys,
Our
they on
answers can't
ball.
be
Nah,
samples.
he said it could be singing
did.
hook.
He did just now, but I asked him in the group. I said,
I
if we
didn't
go-
see it, bro. My bad. My bad. I didn't
Okay,
see
yeah,
it.
I asked him. He didn't say nothing. So
Man,
I
you
went in
picked
close to
that
Sam
Nas
Snead.
hook, nigga.
Believe it or not,
like
believe it or not, what's that Daytona
know it.
500?
yeah, all you can see start realizing. If I
Mhm.
knew he was picking singing hooks, I would have put it. Added that.
Yeah, bro. You might have to rethink this one. I
Right.
just wanted to see niggas' ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Something
I like my list.
something simple. Joe Button, Only Human.
Mm.
Not
Not
simple. That,
Ain't
not the
that
simple one.
E singing?
Yeah, Imani.
Right.
And then
I remember.
something basic. I
Wait,
swear
wait,
this is love, I'm good.
Wait, Jay. Don't say it. So we not gonna say anything about Jay's Joe Button pick. Don't want to clown me, but y'all.
I'm thinking like
I don't even know that song, bro.
I'm only. Yeah, I get it. Like that's a lot of singing.
No. My every thought.
I mean,
my
do you
every
know the-
thought is scary, and it
I'm
makes
saying-
it hard to breathe again.
It's a better hook
Like
than that
I'm
Nas
blind
one.
at
It's
one-
a better hook than that Nas one.
All right.
And then, I mean, I swear, if this is love, I'm good.
Who?
There's
What's your
another
last
Joe
one, Jay?
Button joint.
What's
Oh.
it called?
Swear if this is love, I'm good.
I don't remember how
But-
that one go.
Fan.
That's it. I
Y'all
swear.
really gonna
The
count
chick
my
with
list.
the one with the chick when she was talking.
I gotta listen to it again. I can't get it.
Gotcha.
I got the song in my head, but I can't picture can't hear the hook. But I think I know what song. you're
All
talking
he says is, "I swear if this is love, I'm good."
about. Yeah, Jay list terrible too. You right, Flo.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank
How's
you.
my list
So-
terrible? It's
I'm saying-
personally for me.
I understand that, but
It's
like,
personally,
yeah, that's
when
crazy.
I listen to it, it hits like it hits me. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I'm trying to
and
think. I
then
ain't
Nori,
got
and then
some.
Nori
I got-
sometimes.
I got In the Club is definitely one. Definitely putting In the Club in there, bitch. That's fucking all y'all hooks up.
No, it ain't that basic ass hook.
Yeah, but guess what? More people know that hook than all the ones y'all named. So that's all that matters.
Because it was a top hit
I
song.
didn't even name mine yet.
It
But
was
In the
a
Club is
perfect.
dope though. Yeah.
It was no. It was
In the Club.
it was a perfect hook for the industry standard. Make it memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Make it singable. But the shit was basic as fuck.
We know
Find me in
that
the
it was
club.
basic.
All right,
Bottle full of
what else
bub.
you got? I don't know.
fault, Ant.
I definitely say Hard Knock Life. You know what I mean? I'm putting that in there.
That's a very good one. Very good
You know what I
one.
mean? I'm
like
gonna
that
say Max B, Why You Do That.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know.
See,
Nobody
now
knows that.
Now you losing me. Now you losing
You
me.
don't have to.
Keep
You know
going.
what I'm saying?
Keep going.
These are my personal lists.
I
you
know.
what I'm
That's
saying?
cool.
It's hard to name other two. No, only top three in the top of my head right now. I'll come up with another one too. You want to
Let me think of something because I didn't really do a list, but I'm just thinking on top of my head. I'm gonna go with Gin and Juice.
Yeah, right.
I'll go with another Snoop song. I like Beautiful. I like the hook. That
Beautiful.
hook. Yeah, I like that. Let me think. I gotta keep thinking.
Yeah, it's kind of tough, right? I wanted to make niggas think, man. That's all I wanted to do. Get y'all to thinking.
Because mine go probably have a lot of singing in it.
Right.
Because a lot of rap hooks be whack, to be honest. But Flaw, do you know any off the top of your head that got singing involved since you didn't pick those? Like you should do your list over
Yeah,
because
nigga.
No,
that Nas hook
like
should
my
not be
list.
on your list.
Nigga,
man.
saddest-
That being on your list is
I'm just
crazy.
gonna go ahead and say it, man. Puffy featuring R. Kelly, "Satisfy You." I fucks with that hook.
Hard.
Yeah, I went there. Still Dre. I got bars for Still Dre too. I want your opinion about this track too.
Still Dre.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good hook, Roland.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Most of mine would probably be like, because it's singing involved and melody, would probably be most like West Coast and
Love You Better.
yeah, shit like ooh,
Love You Better.
yeah, that might be on my list.
Out of my
That's
system.
a very good one.
Out of My System, T-Pain.
You're after my cheddar.
After My cheddar.
What
T-Pain
about
got some hook.
bling bling?
Bling bling. Ooh. Bling bling.
Every time I come around.
What
you say
about
bling.
the Benjamins, nigga?
Did they?
Oh,
They
niggas
have
left.
a-
Niggas left because you said bling bling. Oh, I'm about to say.
Flaw popped
Niggas
off.
left because you said bling bling.
Yo, you know
What about Cream? What about Cream?
He said.
How about no?
Oh,
He
he
didn't
said
say cream.
cream?
He said ice cream.
Oh,
He didn't say cream.
Oh,
Cashews,
cream.
everything
Alright.
around me is it should be in the Hook Hall of Fame. No,
Juicy.
even if it's not your
Yes.
personal fave. Like if we just talk about Hook Hall of Fames, Cream got to be in there. Has to be.
Mhm.
That's a no brainer. Cream has to be in there.
What about Annie Up? About Annie Up, nigga.
I
Like,
mean, we can name,
Yeah, I'm a hood nigga, so yeah, that's in the
Yeah.
Hook Hall of Fame too.
name a billion hooks.
Cold as ice is.
we could. Real quick, yo. With the Still Dre, real quick. I don't want to take a lot of time. You know what I'm saying, I just got a question. So, Jay-Z wrote Still Dre, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
From top to bottom.
Yep.
yeah,
Snoop spit Jay-Z lyrics on that track, right?
yeah.
Why hasn't he held in the same standard as
Hook,
Drake was?
because writing bars is based on like your verses, and hook has always been like the Achilles heel of rappers. So rappers never put the hook into consideration.
No, he said he wrote everything, bro.
Yeah,
said-
but
Nah, he
Snoop-
wrote everything.
He wrote
Snoop-
everything, bro.
Yeah, but Snoop doesn't have a verse on Still Dre. He has the hook.
He has a hook.
Oh,
So he did the
okay,
hook.
I get what you're saying. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Like if Snoop would have spit some real bars, then Snoop would have wrote it. Like he
Right,
wouldn't
right.
have had Jay-Z write his
Okay.
bars. I don't think.
All right. So
But yeah.
okay, that's all I wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So a hook is acceptable.
Yeah, hook. Anybody can write a hook.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
long as it work for the song, I don't care who
A
write
hook,
the hook.
maybe a bridge or something like that. But if you
Yeah,
write,
yeah,
you
yeah.
have to write
You
your
can't
own
write the
verse as a rapper,
bars.
right?
Bars is completely different.
As a rapper, you have to have you. Okay.
Rap's completely. That's the whole thing about the whole Drake thing.
He
Just
did the
'cause
whole
dude-
reference track, bitch.
But dude
like,
gave him a reference track, and it's just a reference track, man.
Mhm.
so,
Hey,
so, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no. What you was gonna say?
No, I was just no, nothing.
Okay, because I was gonna say, since we got that real quick, Lil Wayne, I want to talk about this real quick because it kind of reminds me. I wanted to connect it to last week's versus recap when you tell somebody to SMD, you got to do something.
yeah.
Man. You got to do something.
Mhm.
Lil Wayne pulls out an AK something on his
Allegedly.
bodyguard.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that.
Allegedly, Lil Wayne pulls out an AK something on his bodyguard because I guess the bodyguard leaked some information to the press, and Wayne didn't like that. And I'm not saying that Wayne wasn't supposed to check him, but when you pull out the big chopper, I mean, what's the point? You get what I'm saying? Like, you're Lil Wayne, you worth a lot of money, you the boss man. Why are you pulling out the chopper? In the sense
Depends
that
on
if
what was
Because
said.
he was the only one in the room with him. Probably.
Yeah, and it depends on what he said. He probably ain't feel safe.
Allegedly.
Lil Wayne is little, like, you know what I mean,
you got to use it, though, is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
if you justify
yeah.
pulling that, bro, you got to use that.
No, don't say he got to use it.
or it
Don't-
depends on how, bro. It depends on how you pull it out, though, bro. He could have just pulled it out. If he brandished it toward the motherfucker, that's something different. Did he like point it at the motherfucker? Like,
I'm glad he didn't use it.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
we're glad he didn't use it. We are glad. But I'm saying the
You
old
said he
rule,
Back in
should've
the house
used
to
it.
get it.
I'm saying you should not pull. I'm saying you should not go get it. You should not pull it out. A gun, if it's pulled out, I'm not a fan of. I'm about to scare this dude. I'm not a fan of that because the simple fact is anything can happen. To me, you lose some juice on that because you was never going to use it anyway. And if I'm the bodyguard, I know that. Wayne, you're not about to shoot me, fam. I protect you, fam. You not about to shoot me. I know you.
I don't know.
Wayne, okay,
don't
Little
know,
Wayne
man.
shoots pop, pop, pop.
I'm just saying,
Bodyguard
if
over
somebody got a chopper in your face, that ain't what you thinking.
Who got it though? If Little Wayne pulls out the chopper and like we watched this kid in front of our faces for the last 25 minutes.
I'm just saying,
Give a
if
fuck
it's
what
if
you
in
pull out.
your
Bitch, that
face,
bitch could be a 22.
you're not saying
Bitch,
that.
I'm still not thinking.
Yeah, I'm still not thinking
Nigga,
that.
a gun is a
Personally.
gun.
If a chopper is pointing at my face, I ain't thinking all that.
And then, right.
Oh, you ain't gonna pull that trigger. I want my face, nigga. Like, no.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Wayne. I'm speaking on Wayne. He pulled it out. When you pull out a gun, forget if it's Little Wayne. If you pull out your gun, you better be prepared to use it. That's what I was raised on, and that's the saying. Like, don't pull it out if you're not going to use it. What?
She's from Holly Grove. He know what the rules
Hold on
is.
though. Being prepared to use it and actually using it is two different things. That's the only thing. He might have been prepared to use it, but I'm just glad he didn't.
We don't know we don't really know what happened though, bro.
Yeah,
what
right.
if old boy pulled his shit out first? You know what I'm saying? And then Lil Wayne pulled some big shit out, and now you want to call police?
Okay, okay. If
I pull the pistol out and he pulled the AK out and I call the cops on him, that's nasty.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. We got to get all the facts, bro. Did they find when they?
Oh no, I ain't fucking with this nigga. He got a chopper.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
If that's a possibility, we can't go off what we read at first. But then again, this is Lil Wayne, so he's not going to run to the press or to the media to defend himself. Like, we'll never really know the truth. We'll just hear about this case was dropped and some money was paid, so we'll really never know. And
it was allegedly.
Because they ain't say nothing about them finding a gun in this article.
So this is basically hearsay.
Yeah.
Oh, so basically, it seemed. I'm about to say, like, when you reading this, it's not like it seemed like it looked like he was charged.
And I heard him say he put in his 2-week notice to quit. Cause it don't say
yo, Jay's stupid, yo. Yeah, that was his 2-week notice right there. Like, I'm not coming back,
quit, fam. It's
like, I'm good.
I swear, if this is love, I'm good.
Okay.
Man. Hey, yo, Jay, what is up with the Raiders, baby?
Yeah, they getting
the fuck up.
Oh my
God!
I
already told niggas, man. Oh yeah, shout out to
I wasn't paying attention. I was watching the Knicks lose, so now I turned into football.
Hey, the nigga Jussie Smollett got found guilty of like 5 out of 6 of them crimes.
What Jussie say? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm gonna start calling this episode will probably be called either the truth will set you free or the truth hurts or some shit, because there's a lot of truth being told today. Let's talk about Jussie.
He got on his Nino Brown shit, didn't he? Because if he's going down, he's taking everybody with him.
Yo, he wilding, bro. Like,
did that say he was smoking weed and eating with his attackers?
Nah, he was doing drugs.
He was sniffing coke and beating each other off. Like,
sniffing coke and jerking people off at a bathhouse or some shit with some other dude. So
the alleged attackers, bro. He said that's what they did.
Time out, nigga said doing drugs and jerking off.
Yes,
beating off each other type shit. Like,
they're gay, Jay. They do stuff like that. Yeah. That was the whole story behind it. Yep. They met at some bathhouse. And like to read the point, the fact that he told everybody this had nothing to do.
That's wild.
They asked more. I guarantee you they asked more of that. They probably just asked him, how do you know such and such?
Or did you have something you want to say?
Everything.
Nigga, you've been found guilty of 5 out of 6 crimes. You have anything you want to say? Yes.
Yes. I jerked him off at the bathhouse back in 2000.
Nah, man.
That shit was whack, man. He threw Don Lemon under the bus. Bro. He said Don Lemon tipped him off or something that was going on with the police in Chicago. Like, he threw everybody under the bus, man.
Which is crazy because,
like that jacket though.
Yeah, Jesse's
shit smooth.
It's pretty dope. With Jussie, I remember when this first came out, a lot of people was hesitant to actually speak their mind on it because it read BS all over it.
Word.
But with Jussie being gay and being that, hey, we don't really know about the hate crimes that happened with him.
Man.
We can't just jump out the window, but we all knew it was BS. So a lot of people were saying, hey,
that's you being politically correct. We need to talk about how we talk about this nigga was lying and everybody called us homophobic over it.
Yeah, he was clearly lying.
That's what it is, nigga.
Yeah. I'm saying we knew he was lying, so some of us came out and said he's lying. But a lot of his allies came to his defense based on his sexuality. Like they didn't even care to do the research.
Right.
Oh, y'all not even caring. He gay. Just,
Right. It was just they just came to his defense, no matter how funny it looked, how crazy it looked. I mean, they wrote MAGA on him or something like that, right? Or did they beat him and say, "Get out of our MAGA"? Like, I don't know.
And then he said
they
a
called him a
noose.
faggot nigga.
He brought him in the. He brought a noose involved. He said they had a noose with him.
They say
So does the community owe everyone an apology?
Well, nah.
no.
Hell
Hey,
no. Like, who I'm gonna get it from?
We would do it too, right? We would do it too if something happened to one of ours, and
That's how people are.
yeah, it's how people are. They stick up for theirs because they know what it's like. But I was saying all that to say shit like this what Jussie did could set your whole fight back, and then all it takes is one. Because black people go through it too. We fight for equality, and then the second black people do something dumb, we go, oh shit.
You know what the real fucked up part is, right?
What?
This wasn't a major crime in to begin with, and he fought it instead of settling.
Right. He should have just settled. He dumb as
Yo, this like a $3,500 fine and some shit, and he just threw people under the bus to try to prove he wasn't lying when he clearly was. Why did he do this?
all he had to do was
This is the dumbest thing ever, right?
Yeah, this
Pride,
shit
y'all
no
remember-
pun intended.
Cause y'all remember his Empire cast was they were standing up for him. Like
Right.
we want justice for Jussie. Like this was a big thing that he made it big. But I think that once you get into it, you then look around. It's like, man, I can't let these people down. Now I don't want to speak
After
to him,
this,
but
the show folded.
yeah. Well, they
For
kicked
all the
him.
negative press and stuff, the show folded because
Yeah.
it's not because of this, but it's part of the reason.
Yeah, they got rid of him. Like, and the final season continued, so he didn't return. But that was the opportunity for him to be like, well, I'm off the show, so let me just end this because obviously I haven't seen him in anything, or actually I forgot about this case. This is how old this is.
That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, they made it seem like he was up for a raise, and they didn't want to give him a raise. That he did this some type of sympathy ploy for this. That was probably like the motive behind this. So after this happened, he gets kicked off the show, and the show folds. Like, how do you feel? Like that's nuts. Like, think about that.
Yeah.
Like, really think about this. Like, just him being lying and staging this bullshit. Like, think of all the not man hours, but think of all the wasted energy behind this.
Yeah. Yep.
That's why he going down.
The show was going. The show was over anyway. I think
Oh, the
they
show
were
was
already
over.
bringing them back. Like they wasn't bringing Empire back. It was 6 seasons. You know, at the 6 seasons, man, you just 5-6 seasons. That's normally how long a show runs. It wasn't coming back after that.
Does he work again as an
I
actor?
haven't seen him work since, and I don't know why. Who would want to deal with this guy? He would have to go through public counseling and show that he's doing better, and a friend would have to give him a shot. But other than that, him just walking on set saying, "Hey, I want to get this role. It's not happening." Who wants to deal with him? There's a million other actors. Why? Like he doesn't bring value to your show.
Nah,
Nobody
he's super
would say-
talented, though. He can act and he can sing too.
There's a
I
lot.
wouldn't say he don't bring value to the show. He was successful. Like,
And
his character was a very popular character on the show. Just by saying that, like I watched the show like the first
Yeah,
couple
he-
seasons of it, but then I kind of fell off. But like his character was popular, so I don't want to diss him and say he's not popular. But he comes from an acting family in the first place. So
Yeah,
if
but
his
it's hard.
if his sister is that big and he still can't get no work after this, then
no, it's
that's
over.
really
It's
saying
over, bro.
something.
It's
Like that's
over.
saying something
Yeah,
because
but
they come
what-
from an acting family. Like,
right. But
Y'all
what
remember that,
show and what movie has he carried like on his own? That's like if the sixth man. That's like if the sixth man says, like, for example, basketball,
Terrence Howard.
right? Yeah, right.
he ain't
Basketball.
the main.
terms,
No,
right?
he ain't the main up there. Know what I'm saying? That's all.
Tyler Hero wants to be spoke about like Luka and Trae Young, right? So even though all three can average 26 points a game, right? One of you come off the bench and you play against backup guards. The other two start and they play against the best all-stars money can buy. I'm saying that
Very good analogy, but you should do another one for the girls.
why? Because it's Jussie.
No, because like the Tyler Hero, don't nobody know what you're talking about but me and two other people that know sports.
I don't know.
That's all. I know
Girl,
exactly
I
what
don't-
you're talking about.
Okay.
And it's a perfect analogy, but the girls do not know who Tyler Hero is.
That's a
I don't
fact.
even know it's called Tyler Hero.
See, look, that's what I'm saying.
That's
The
a
shooting
fact.
guard
I'm
for
about
the
to bring
Heat,
it
man.
full circle. And I'm bringing full
Basketball
circle
player.
and say that Jussie might be a talent. He is. He can sing. He can act. But at the same time, you ain't really put on. Like you haven't put butts in seats. We can't prove
Right.
that those ratings for Empire is yours. That's Tahari, Taraji, and Terrence Howard.
Right.
Those are the money makers, bro. Like the other two sons that Terrence Howard had can't walk to those studios and be like, "Oh, we Harris." That's why you haven't seen them, unless they don't want to act. That could be another thing too. They might have retired and went on something else with their life. I don't know.
I thought he started rapping.
The sons,
Like, for real.
all the sons.
Oh,
They've done their thing, but
one of them actually, the youngest one, he actually can. He a good artist. He actually all right. I forgot his name, to be honest.
see, we keep using that same term. They're all right. But as
Yeah,
far
all right.
as walking into the studio demanding something, I got 20 more all right out there.
Ain't none of them. Nah, it's kind of like your man off Power, Rotimi.
Yeah.
Because Rotimi,
He got some hits.
He's all right.
He's all
As
right.
an actor
He ain't-
or
I'm talking about as an artist. To
Nah, he
us,
dope. I
I
like
understand that, Jay.
Yeah, right.
But for the main, he's all right. He's not
all right.
moving the needle anywhere.
Now that
can't
we're
walk
But
talking,
he is dope though to us.
So-
Yeah, musician.
so that-
he's dope. But he's not moving the needle. Don't nobody give a damn about Rotimi's album. Like, let's keep it like this.
There's
The truth
a
episode, nigga.
meeting
Like, don't
in
nobody
my
cares
bed.
about him, yo.
And that's what I'm saying about Jesse. Jesse, like he's all right, but you not shaking the ground when you come in there.
Yeah, he ain't main. He
You
ain't.
seen that
He ain't
nigga
Terrence
in
Howard.
one movie? What do you mean he's high?
Who?
Or one show.
What you talking about?
Jesse.
Jussie Smollett.
So you saying that we haven't even seen enough of him to say that he's not good?
Oh, Jay,
So based off his
Okay.
performance in Empire, it's not enough to say that he's good enough.
No.
Wow.
But
Nigga
Jay,
played one
guess
role.
I'm a
what?
producer.
So-
If I'm
so
a
how-
producer,
Wow.
if I'm a producer going off your logic, then yeah, I haven't seen enough for you to demand anything. I haven't seen enough.
Yeah,
Right.
because this whole thing started off with him wanting a raise. At least that's what they said. I don't know. I'm just reading off what they said. How
Raise
the
the
motive
fuck up
behind this
Offset
was him
and go-
being a raise.
Get the fuck out of here. The fuck is you?
Man,
Hey,
You ain't
I
Taraji.
don't want to work for you, yo.
You ain't Maine.
yeah, Jay'd be a tough boss, yo.
I had to fuck Jay up. I had to fight Jay.
What have you done? This is a what have you done for me lately type shit. And it's just like you said, he's not bringing ratings to
He
the
was
show.
until he
But here's
became
the bad
gay.
thing, though.
It was until he came out as gay, bro. A lot of lady fans was watching because of him until he said he was gay, and then it fell off.
We got all the jokes off, right? So I'm just trying to serious up for a little bit because he is still a young black man.
What the fuck does that got to do with it?
It has a lot to do with it because he's young and we're talking about his career being over already. That's fucked up.
You did it.
We in the cancel culture though, bro.
I'm just saying.
Nigga, you did it.
but we're
I'm
in the
just
cancel
saying.
culture though, bro. So
The fact that all this can happen and he just not work again is fucked up. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen, but
how's it
everybody's.
It's higher.
You did it.
it's his own fault. He did
You
it.
did
No,
it.
no,
Man,
no.
he
That's like
did it.
that's like feeling sorry for Henry Ruggs.
Man,
You
no,
did it.
he did
No,
it.
it's
Yeah.
not, fam.
You did it.
Nah, Henry Russ killed somebody. That's not the same sandwich.
No, but
That's not the same sandwich at
it's
all.
still people. No, it's still people who has that stance, like you're saying. It's fucked up. No, it's not fucked up. You did it.
I don't
wasn't
know.
even-
It's just that having one mistake as much. I know he lied. I'm just playing devil
That's
advocate.
not a mistake, nigga.
That
you
is-
planned
But
it.
nah, but that's a mistake, and he planned it. Ain't nobody died, OJ. It's not
Here's
like
the
he's
thing,
not
though.
going to.
No,
He's
I'm
not
just
going
saying.
to prison for this. For him not to work in Hollywood ever again is kind of
Jarrell,
fucked up. At the end of
here's
the
the
day,
thing,
that's
though.
all I'm saying.
Here's the thing, though, right? The crime and him as a person can be separated a bit because we've seen worse. But when
I'm
you
about to say
catalog,
we just hate the fact that he lied. We don't give a fuck about this crime.
I'm saying
We care about us lying about to the police now.
no.
Yeah,
I'm just
shit
saying
funny.
that his
It's
catalog,
hilarious.
because if he was a more seasoned actor who starred in his own movies and done his own thing and possibly was
Right.
nominated for an Oscar, he would be in the next film or show. But because
Right.
he didn't do enough, like he let the one opportunity that he got
Right.
go to his
And
head.
My point
And-
is that now that he's done that, you're absolutely right. My point is he would never get that chance now.
And that's
Yep.
his fault.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it wasn't his
You
fault.
brought this on yourself.
He might
No,
be
nobody
nobody. It's
else.
Hollywood.
Nah,
He might get it.
sometimes the punishment don't fit the crime though, Jay.
So he should be acting again.
Yeah, this is not. I don't see why he shouldn't be acting again. Ever? Like because that's nonsense. For what?
If you pulled this stunt because you wanted a raise, then no, I'm not. I don't
So
want.
he shouldn't act again.
What other fucking stunt are you gonna pull on the next Hallmark Christmas show?
I'm just saying
because you want to raise.
y'all just throwing shit out there. I'm just
No,
saying
no,
like
no. Terrell,
No.
if this stunt is related to your negotiation tactics,
That's
I
if you can
gotta take-
prove that. I'm just, no, but
Okay,
that's if
okay.
that's what you if you can prove that. Yes, I'm just talking about what they thought the motive was. So nobody know what the motive was or why he did the stupid shit because regardless of what it was stupid. But for him to never act again and never get that chance that you were talking about is fucked up. That's what I'm saying.
I ain't fucking with him. I'm not hiring him.
I'm not gonna say he'll never act again.
I'm just saying I ain't.
I'm just saying
hiring
if he doesn't, that's fucked up.
Somebody's gonna give him a chance. You get
I
what
hope
I'm
they
saying?
do.
some gay
Somebody's-
dude. Lee Daniels gonna give him a chance.
Somebody's gonna give him a chance. I'm just saying.
He was
I'm
on
just gonna give
he
him
was
a
on
chance.
Lee Daniels' show. That was Lee Daniels' show.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So,
I'm
Lee
just
Daniels
saying,
gonna do
like
it.
I mean, you gotta. You made a stupid ass decision.
I know, Jay, but does that stupid decision mean that you should be out of the business for the rest of your life? That's all I'm asking.
Nah, he's still in the business now. If a nigga don't want to fuck with you because you did,
So that means he's blackballed, Jay.
hey,
Right? I guess
So,
I don't dig the blackball shit for
Monique
stuff.
I
did
don't-
something.
I don't-
Listen,
I don't-
Monique
I don't
did
call
something not
that-
even near like this, and she's blackballed.
I don't believe she should be blackballed either.
no,
I don't believe it
Monique
either.
shouldn't be
Yeah, that's
blackballed.
nonsense. That's crazy. Like,
I don't
But-
think he'll be blackballed. People just not going to fuck with him. If you know
what's
a
the
nigga,
difference?
huh?
What's the difference?
Of what you did.
Yeah, but I'm
You-
saying, what's the difference between being
pulled a
blackballed and not
fucking-
being fucked with? Like, they're not gonna fuck with him. That means he's done.
That's not blackballing. Blackballing is, hey,
Blackballing is us
you don't fuck
intentionally
with
keeping
him.
you out.
Hey, Ant, you
That's
don't
the
fuck
same
with
thing.
him. Flaw, you don't fuck with him. No, I'm not gonna fuck with him. Like
What?
I personally, I'm not gonna fuck with him. That's not being blackballed. But if I'm telling everybody else not to fuck with him, that's
If we
being blackballed.
conspire to keep him out as a
I guess
blackball,
that's what I'm. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like he was on the show with Lee Daniels, right? And they took him off the show, right?
Right.
It ended badly.
So if Lee Daniels goes out and say,
exactly.
"Don't hire him,"
You don't think Lee Daniels is big enough to tell niggas not to hire Jussie Smollett?
I'm not saying that he isn't.
He
But,
did that shit. He ain't worked since.
I guess my thing is
He ain't worked since.
but
Jay.
is that
My thing is-
because they don't want to fuck with him,
Or he
is
just
that because
trash?
Lee Daniels says don't fuck with him? That's the difference. Am I
But my
telling
thing
you
is-
not to? All
That's
right, so
the
fu-
difference. Yeah, it is a difference. That is a
So-
difference. I see
so
what
let's
you're
yeah,
saying.
all right,
but
boom.
here's the thing though.
It's still all
You
blackball.
don't have to. Lee Daniels doesn't have to say anything though. If,
Right.
if you
He don't gotta say
production,
shit.
I see what's going on.
Right.
I'm not touching the kid.
That's
He-
not black. That's
well,
not
Lee-
being
but
blackballed.
Jay,
That's just people not fucking with
If
him.
Lee Daniels he is arguably one of the biggest television and movie producers in Hollywood. So if it ended bad with him, and he doesn't have to say don't fuck with Jussie Smollett for them to not fuck with Jussie Smollett. That's what I'm saying.
I just me personally, I
Because
don't consider
because
that
of how
being
big he
blackballed.
is. That's what I'm saying.
I don't
But he-
consider that being blackballed. Me purposely sabotaging your career, that's me trying to blackball you.
But that's
if
like saying
other people see that you did some bullshit over some money and you only got one show under your resume that we know of,
yeah. But
I don't
that's-
want to deal with the headache.
But let's just say this: that's agreeing that every producer in Hollywood agreed with Lee Daniels. That's impossible. It's just like when Colin Kaepernick, quote unquote, got blackballed. It's not that every fucking individual owner did not want to fuck with Colin Kaepernick. That nigga got blackballed, fam. Like,
Right.
they're not fucking with him. Justin Smollett might not ever act again.
You might see him on the straight to Prime TV movie.
Right? It might be some indie shit, but it would never be a big production ever again.
But he's
done.
still working though, so that's not.
Hey, good.
blackball.
Hey, there's a
He
possibility.
gonna be
Beggars
on
can't be
Hallmark-
choosers,
he
no,
gonna be
yeah,
on
I-
Hallmark 24 days
Yeah,
of Christmas.
I could agree
in
with that.
about
Beggars can't be choosers.
2035.
He gonna be on like Lifetime shit like that,
He
which
gonna
is
be on
fine.
Lifetime.
He'll be a working actor,
But
but
he's that. Colin Kaepernick's not balling at all.
Yeah,
couldn't.
but Cap could
Like-
play
Because
like
he couldn't.
in the league or something. Like he could have balled, just not in the NFL. Like
So
something
now-
like on TV. Something like, you know,
yeah, just like Jussie Smollett, he can go from Fox to Lifetime, just like
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick could have went to the
You can
CFL.
still
All right,
do
so
and
put
that
it,
shit.
all right, so put it like
None of
this.
them niggas want to be on Lifetime.
So put it like this. So how I look at it, right? I'm banned from Coopersville.
What Kaepernick do?
Yes,
I'm about to say what? Okay, you
I'm
gotta
on
tell
the-
people
I'm
what
on-
that is, fam.
I'm on a DJ ban list.
Okay, at a
I
restaurant.
cannot DJ at this club ever again, as
Right.
under those owners, because I DJ'd 2 nights that there was shootings outside of the club.
And they blame you,
They blame
unfortunately.
me. So now,
makes sense.
if every other club, you know, was like, all right, we'll give you a chance, or a certain club was like, nah, we ain't gonna fuck with you because of what we heard. Da 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 da. That's not. I don't. That's just that to me. If the owners at Row went to their people, if they had a meeting, and it was just like, don't book DJ Big J. Shootings happen when he DJs. Still blows my fucking mind. That's what I look at as being blackballed. But I feel like they're out there just to specifically not book me because of what this.
That's your thinking process, but their job is to protect their business, bro. And if you bring any negative, what they think you do, you're not worth it. Like, you can feel bad for yourself because you are you, but they don't have to do no business. Like, there's a billion DJs. It's like this.
That's the same thing with the Jussie Smollett thing.
Nah, because if the owner of Cooperville or any restaurant you was at or any venue that you were at is big enough to tell every venue in the area don't fuck with you, that's the difference.
That's blackball.
That nigga at Cooperview ain't shit compared to the other venues. That's the difference.
But that's what I mean by being blackballed. If you're going out there saying don't book him, I don't give a fuck how big you are. If you're just saying I'm not fucking with him, I'm not fucking with him. If y'all want to fuck with him, fuck with him. But I'm not fucking with him. That's not him being blackballed.
All right,
that's
Joe,
just the consequences of his thing. Wow, yeah. Y'all ready to play your songs? Sing your songs.
Send me them joints. Cue them up.
Okay.
Salute to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to Roland too.
Shout out to Roland.
Roland always hold us down, man. So we about to play these songs. Holla at y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
You already.